So is that going over with my voice?
I don't know. We're trying to figure out if it works at all. It's going now.
That's a way too fast of a fade.
So make it longer. What's
I already faded.
Okay.
It's too late.
We're trying to figure
Not
out.
possible
We're trying to
to
figure out transitions
unfade it.
on the fly.
Can't unfuck the intro.
Did you actually?
It's already been fucked.
Yeah, it's fucked.
It's already messed up. Everyone's already saying dead air. I want my money back.
I want my
sucks.
money back. Give me my money back, you bitch.
I didn't retweet it. Hold
That's
on. I know
Ben
that's
Folds.
a Ben Folds song. So.
I know that's a Ben Folds song. I was doing it for myself. I was trying to remember.
Don't fucking try to big
wasn't to
league
lecture
me.
you. It was for me.
Then I have to say, I already knew that, but no one believes you if you already say you already knew it.
No, I was trying to remind myself when I'm like, what is that?
Hey, everybody, that song I was singing, a little obscure song by the name of Ben Folds 5 band. I bet you guys didn't know that.
Band you might have heard of called The Beatles. Yeah.
You know that Ben Folds wrote that song about an abortion? I don't know if you guys knew that.
Which Ben Folds song is about an abortion? All of them?
The one, the Angry Dwarf.
One Angry Dwarf.
Yeah, 100 angry faces are you.
Yeah, I don't think that one's about an abortion.
I'm big and I mean it. Grab your tweezers and
squeeze it.
Squeeze it.
Squeeze it out that vagina too.
Well, how's everybody doing? How's your damn jihad? Oh!
There it is.
Cut it. How's your damn jihad?
Were people really believing that sleeper cells were about to be activated across the United States? Because
I was kind of hoping for it.
It'd be kind of fun.
Come on, man. Where's the jihad?
I gotta be honest. When 9/11 happened, it was an exciting day.
Oof, man.
It was like, wow.
People met the loves of their lives on that day. Intense. It was like Speed 1, but with buildings coming down at 50 miles an hour.
What were you in high school? I would imagine at the time.
College.
I was.
Yeah.
I was in middle school, I think.
You know what? I'm going to do you a favor. You tell this story about 9/11, never tell it again the rest of your life. No one gives a fuck.
Well, I think I might have already told it. I don't know.
Oh, that's a bad sign.
They tried to hide it from all the kids, but we were.
Who's they?
Be
careful. It's a day of jihad. Okay.
The Jews who perpetrated. No, the teachers.
Assalamu alaikum.
Because they wanted to tell us all at once. But me and my
grooming.
Me and my shitbag friends went to the library and we just started printing out pictures of the fucking towers on fire.
That guy going,
and handing them out at lunch. Yeah, we're like, look what the fuck's going on, dude.
You needed a printout for that?
I
couldn't
think
just
it
kind of
helped.
take it around?
Kind of helped.
Okay.
And then at that point, they're like, all right, I guess we got to tell them.
Did you get in trouble?
I don't know why they didn't.
Extra. Step right up. Read our printouts.
I don't know why they had a little period of we can't talk about it. It's like, just turn on the TV.
Because they're 25-year-old women. They don't know what the fuck's going on.
That's
Their
true.
country just got terror bombed. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell the kids. Oh, yeah, is that it?
Just let them watch people jumping out of burning building. That's what they want to see.
Who cares?
That's what we're here
That's
for.
what to tell them. Hey,
Yeah.
kids, you're going to see a lot of shit after this. And guess what? None of it matters. Not a goddamn thing you see about this matters. You cannot influence it in any way. Don't waste your emotions on it.
I remember one teacher was like, my brother's cousin works in that building, was freaking out. And then, of course, the guy was fine.
Fine. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He probably planted the explosives. All right,
Speaking
you ready?
of explosives, a lot of explosive
Are you ready to
situations
go?
on this week's show.
Wait, no, that's not. The call to prayer is $1,000 for to honor
$1,000 today.
To honor the, you can add up to it, but it's
I think it's
$1,000
We're going to get in trouble if we do
to
it.
honor the day of jihad.
No.
To honor the day of jihad.
I'm not want to honor
Day
that.
of jihad. Say you honor the day of jihad.
I don't want to honor
You
the
honor the day of jihad.
Only for $1,000 will I honor the day.
Then you honor the day of jihad.
This is gonna be a show. I tell you what.
I don't even know what I'm doing yet.
Biggest problem.
How bad could it be, you know?
In the universe.
Welcome to the biggest problem in the universe, the only show that ranks every problem in the universe, from concern-trolling women's big jugs to plagues of blood-sucking bugs. I'm your host, Dick Mauser, by Dong Wan. That was I'm your host, Dick Madison. Joining me as always is Vito Links.
Hi.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? You feeling jihadi?
Feeling all... No, I'm disappointed. I didn't get any jihad.
You're sad? You got no jihad? What would be an acceptable amount of jihad for you? Not enough jihads. That's my problem for today.
One Burlington coat factory.
One abandoned building.
Yeah, one Sears. A leftover Sears.
Not a religious-themed building.
No, none of those.
Because that's a whole different thing.
I want Hamas to blow up a cheesecake factory, you know? Like something like that.
Nothing with a playpen.
Right.
Not a McDonald's, even
Nothing
if it's
for
abandoned.
Children, yeah.
Something that fat American slobs would go to.
Blow up a Popeyes.
No.
That'll
end the BLM.
Is that too themed?
That'll end the BLM.
Hey, you're the one making that connection.
Real quick. Real quick.
Everybody likes chicken. Come on.
Uh-huh. That'll end that BLM party real quick.
Speaking of Black Lives That Matter.
Eric July? Because I know you're not talking about Eric July.
Well, all lives matter, of course, but one man's life currently hangs in the balance.
Boy, did he really shit the bed.
As he faces the lawsuit of his life.
What an idiot.
For some stupid...
Jesse Lee Peterson has a great quote for times like this.
What
you
is
ever
that?
listen to him?
I've heard him.
He goes, he black. I don't know what he means by that.
Yeah, I can't
Sometimes he's a
possibly.
minister, so he speaks in
Could mean
riddles.
anything.
Jesse Lee Peterson, though, he's a smart guy. It would be foolish for you to ignore him.
So I pieced this together in my head. For those of you who don't know, Eric July, who, again, if you remember the drama, there's another ISOM corporation called the International School of Ministry, which has said...
Led by a really sweet guy.
It's nice. It seems like a nice guy.
Nice couple. One of the Ripa retards, or Ripatards, as we call them, challenged them on their charity, and the woman said, "We've donated $9,500 to Israeli charities this week."
Right.
And I said, "That's funny. When you ask them
how much money they donated,
they gave, they can tell you exactly how much and when and where it went. But when you ask Eric, you just get flim-flam and
the thing about
jibbery-jew.
when you put stuff on a pallet is the labor and the... All right.
Wait a minute. Can you please?
I know. I'm so glad you have that queued up.
Save jihad. I did more jihad.
Yes.
Oh, jihad on the ringtones.
I know.
Jihad on the fucking notifications, Vito.
I know.
Jihad on the sound.
All right.
Jihad on the sound is still on. Jihad.
I fixed it.
I put a jihad on that.
Let me finish prefacing what's going on for people who might be in the dark.
I was saying I did more jihad today before 9 a.m. than terrorists did all day, it seems like.
I don't think that's true.
I totally fucking jihad destroyed Eric July last night. I did 3 hours of jihad.
That's very good.
I watched his 13-minute video, and I jihaded up and down and around. We found...
Let me finish. Let me just...
Vito, we found the grave of ISOM.
I'm aware. I know. We're going to get into all
go
that.
Ahead,
I just want to preface that this trademark dispute existed.
Because of you.
Shut the fuck up.
You are the one that brought this on Eric.
No. There's the International School of Ministry. There's a comic called ISOM. There was a dispute. They said they wanted to settle it amicably. Now, because of an inability for both parties to reach any sort of settlement. God damn it. There's apparently going to be...
That's not why, though.
There's going to be a lawsuit now. A lawsuit has officially been filed against Eric July.
Who's getting deep dicked by
and
the Eric! Rockstar Lawyers in it. Did they steer him wrong?
Well, apparently he had until October 10th to respond
to an email. Those emails can be sometimes. I'll have an email that's sitting there for like a week, or 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I think if the email is "I'm going to sue you if you don't respond to that email," you'll probably answer it, right?
I mean, I would, but I don't do a lot of this stuff.
Eric July decided not to.
Eric July decided to play with Riley, play bunny money games and parking lot scissors with Riley. Slap dicks together, call the police. Oh, I have the police report, by the way.
I know. There's just so... There's so... It doesn't... I'm like...
It's too much.
How can this ever... It just keeps snowballing out of control. And now everybody's getting involved. All these different streamers are getting pulled into it. There's drama. Eric's people are turning on Nick Rekieta. Nick Rekieta's
Who, the Ripatards?
Yeah. It's just a constant fight.
Look at this police report that Eric called in.
Is this against Riley?
Yeah. Can you believe that he did that?
I can believe it.
Which part?
I can believe that he's
oh, man.
stupid enough to be unable to laugh off a dumb prank.
You know how I know Eric called this in? Because he gives his height as 5'11", which is not true.
No, that's not correct.
Eric Dwayne July.
I think Eric's like 5'8".
Weight 215. Yeah, in his bra. Stalking.
Individual. So I don't understand this at all. So the cops said this might be stalking if he comes back.
No, they have to take your
stalking.
report. None of this matters.
So you could just say, I think it's stalking, and then they write it down?
They have to write down what the report is the closest to them, like what they understand it to be.
Okay.
That's not how Null took it, though.
Well, I mean,
Null
I'm saying
said there's a warrant out for the arrest
I'm saying there's
of Riley.
no warrant out there.
Because Null never gets anything right. And the more he looks at normal people, the weirder he gets. The weirder he looks. Not one thing right.
It does seem like Null should stop. Like, just say,
Getting
I don't
wrong.
understand how the law works.
I don't understand how humans work. How do the humans work? The human police were called. The human police put out a warrant for the arrest of the bunny man.
What did I just do? I just said, I don't really understand what this is. Could a person who understands it better explain it to me? And then you explained it.
That's amazing.
Whereas,
humans work.
Certain Joshua fellow goes,
Dad, don't be doxing.
Oh, I'm sorry, my doxing there.
That's dirty pool, man.
Well, I guess I wanted to say that the hilarious...
Take that. You want to say, take that, Eric. I fucking ruined your business. I did it on purpose.
Please, don't put words in my mouth. It's not...
Is that not... That's what you said before the show.
Shut up. I did not say that. What I wanted to say was... If you look at this situation on, like, you know, from the outside, from like a long-term perspective, okay? You're Eric July. A company comes to you.
I'm Eric July? I better get these sleeves off right now.
All right.
I got to get my air arm out.
Calm down, Eric.
Arm hair out.
A company comes to you and says, we have a trademark dispute. We'd like to settle it.
Yeah.
If you're smart, you go, okay, let's figure this out in private.
Yeah.
Eric July instead...
ignored it.
He ignored it except for in relation to
he blamed us. Yeah, he blamed us for it.
And he made a big video about us and how we're responsible.
Right.
What did he gain from doing that exactly?
Well, guys like the quartering, like all the white guys who would blow Eric because he's black, lined up and jacked him off and said, Eric, anything you need, whatever you need, Eric. Everyone thinks I'm racist. Right. Whatever you need. We're bros, right? We're bros, right, homie?
But he already had that.
Yeah, but he's got to get more of it.
I'm saying it's not like he gained.
I'm a victim.
I do agree. There's currency in victimhood and constantly painting yourself as
none of those fucks apologize to us. By the way,
they're not going to apologize because none of them can ever admit they were ever wrong about anything. It's like impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess the one thing he gains out of it is a temporary boost of they're trying to destroy my business, and everyone goes, well, you know what? I don't want them to destroy your business. I'm going to give you... Maybe he sold a couple extra comic books that week.
Is this how excited you... Man, I'm having the week of my life. Eric's shitting all over the place. He's fucking melting down.
You can go nuts.
Fuck him.
I'm just being analytical about it.
He fucked up. That's the analysis of it.
That's the thing is that if he had just handled it like an adult, it would have been a much better outcome than I'm going to really shit on Dick and Vito, which actually just made more people go and listen to our podcast.
Yeah.
So he helped us.
Right.
And he hurt himself because he made the lawsuit worse for himself.
Because I manipulated him into doing all these things. Me using my powers of mockery and manipulation.
Got inside his head.
Manipulated Eric into making these blunders, these unforced errors where he has blundered himself into a certain doom and bankruptcy. And I hope all his employees get sent to the Gaza Strip and starve to death because he can't provide for them with his shitty comic book.
I mean,
I hope his grandpa Isam that he bases comic on gets sent to Recyc. And he gets eaten and he gets sent to Gaza to go to Recyc to become nutrients for poor people in a concentration camp.
Well, I know
legally.
This whole show,
I hope Riley does it.
This whole show is going to be this. I know you're being hyperbolic, but in a way.
I am not.
I think you did through your own unique brand of chaos and whatever you want to call it.
I caused it on purpose.
Caused a strong black businessman to self-immolate.
Oh, what a tough fall that was.
And it's just, I'm not seeing any support for literally. Not even anybody's like saying like, I can't believe Dick and Vito did. Like, there's a couple of people going, oh, this is all Dick and Vito's fault.
Fatherless.
But I'm seeing all these other people just going, well, you probably should have handled it.
You should have. You should have wrote those nice people back.
You should have
and worked it
responded to their email. At least.
You shouldn't have made a video, Eric, calling them fake Christians.
Yeah, that's not looking very good. I don't think he expected. And again, then the guy from the ISOM ministry. Eric makes this big video where he goes, these fake-ass busted Christians pretending they love the Lord.
They doing crack.
Doing crack.
They doing crack off the cross.
They're doing crack off the back of Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
And then the guy from ISOM comes out, and he's just like a really nice, normal guy. And he's like, hi.
Like way beyond normal. Like, I felt bad. I'm like, oh, man.
I'm sorry that this is happening.
I'm sorry that I had to manipulate that person into destroying his own life through hubris and mockery.
Sure.
I'm sorry that I hurt you, but I bet you understand because I am the hand of God.
It just looks, the optics are terrible for Eric because he goes from being like, look at these fake fucking Christians trying to destroy my business. And they're like, hi, we just donated a bunch of money to help, immigrants. Israel or whatever. And we just, really.
Not happy about that, but, we got to.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we're going to get into that at some point.
Okay.
Why don't you put that source behind us? Just drag it down beneath the cams.
What?
Yeah, like there.
Because then the cams are all jagged.
We'll use the overlay I sent you again today.
I fucking don't have time to do all this stuff every day. Fuck.
I'm just saying it would make your life easier than trying to.
It would not make my life easier.
It would.
Okay.
And then you can drag it wherever you want.
Hi, Dr. Berengal Flynn here. I just want to speak to Eric July and to all the Ripa.
What a horrible fake Christian.
There's a tremendous group of people out there that love this comic book.
Oh, man, he seems like such a nice guy.
This guy's the ultimate enemy of the Ripaverse.
We're not against the Ripaverse.
ISOM's going to rip his fucking head off.
Established and everything that's been done in the last year and a half with ISOM 1 and ISOM 2.
He's got this cute little Irish accent,
and I just wanted to do a video.
You just want to be friends with him?
Add some humanity to this whole equation.
Add some humanity!
And also to try and explain...
Dude, Eric filmed an entire WWE wrestling promo against this guy.
He didn't even say what it is once.
Eric July basically made an entire, this busted ass fool is about to get some legal shit shoved down his fucking busted throat. And he's like,
then his response is,
I just go down the legal route. Now, we have been in negotiation, and we had put a deadline. We made a proposal.
Eric, you didn't.
People came back to us with.
Pause this real quick.
A counter sort of proposal.
A counter sort of proposal.
So doing the WWE promo against us. Like, that was on brand. I get it. Yeah, like,
you can't do
Dick, fuck Vito. I'm like, all right, yeah, I get it.
You weren't very good at it.
No, and it didn't work. And everybody went like, well, who sent that? Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
You can't do it against this guy. It definitely does not work here. This busted ass cracker fool trying to destroy my comic book because he don't like the black man.
Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to add a little bit of humanity to this discussion. So, yeah, there's an entire Ripaverse response from the International School of Ministry.
And did you hear Eric July's reason why he deserves to own ISOM?
I mean,
because it's his great grandpappy, Fort Knox ISOM.
Fort Knox ISOM, that was his name?
Yeah. So he deserves
So why has he never brought that up ever? Was he gonna? When was he gonna?
Because it's gay. I thought...
Wouldn't that be something where like this thing's been going on for like a year and a half, and people are like, well, why is he called ISOM?
Yeah, but I thought your self-insert with your friend.
Yeah,
I thought that was
gay and cringe.
I thought that was gay, but then when Eric said that,
it didn't start off as that, and then I was like, you know what? I could make like some slight alterations.
It's
not real. It's like
it looks exactly like her.
It doesn't look exactly like her.
Is it the same name?
No, it's not the same name.
Okay.
The guy had already drawn a bunch of pages, and I basically told him, hey, can you just put glasses on her? Because my friend used to wear glasses, and that was it.
Okay.
Whatever. It's a nice little thing I did for my dead friend, okay?
But then I saw Eric named his character after his whole family tree, and I said, oh, I didn't even know what gay was until now.
Is it just Isom?
No, the parents,
the whole family, Altona,
he gets
and all that shit.
Why didn't you
Jasmine?
watch his video?
Because I can't.
It's so funny.
Dick, I've gotten
He gets so angry, dude. He starts like frothing, and Jay's like, that's the name, Altona. That's the sister. Basically, Isom is my family. They're trying to take my family away. It's like a fucking deleted scene from Roots.
You know how some people can't watch The Office because of it's how cringe it is, you know?
Yeah.
And they feel embarrassed for the actors.
Yeah. That's you.
I've gotten to that point with Eric July where I'm just like,
what's wrong with you?
I don't.
Come on, this is like when that's like an IDF soldier saying like I just don't want to shoot any of these kids. Now that we're finally in here, we can do whatever we want. I don't even feel shooting kids is cringe. I don't even want to do it.
I skip around in it, you know. I just can't listen to that guy talk for more than a minute.
I listened to it like 3 times. Oh yeah, here's the part where he says he gets all upset.
The thing about Sonic is some Sonics have hot dogs and some Sonics are hedgehogs. Hedgehog, hot dog. That's 2 different things. And I'm like, all right, man, sure.
Wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. This is why.
This is all right, hold on. This is Eric July explaining how trademark law works. All right.
And how brands can coexist, right?
Great.
Okay.
Hedgehog, hot dog. That's different. They different.
Step on a frog. I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. All right, here you go.
Sonic is the name of a fast food company, and it was founded long before even my own mother was alive.
Yeah.
As indicated in their name and slogan, they were about fast service. They, of course, became known for items like the chili cheese coney. Sonic is also the name of a video game hedgehog that runs extremely fast. Ironically, he is also known for eating chili dogs.
Not irony.
Yet even the Sonic Corporation and Sega Sonic can coexist. They are in 2 completely different industries, and they both sell merchandise with their brand of Sonic. Look, guys.
Look, guys. If you don't know I'm retarded.
A fast hedgehog who eats a hot dog, and there can be a fast hot dog place to eat. Then you must have quit. You must have quit.
You must share. Where did Sonic eat the hot dog?
Is it ironic that Sonic eats hot? I don't think that's irony.
No, it's not ironic at all.
That's correct. I also brought up. Yeah, I actually think that if Sonic Drive-Thru at any point had said, you know what, we think Sonic eating chili dogs is going to cause brand confusion, I think they would have had a very excellent case.
No, they wouldn't have.
I think so.
That's retarded. Sonic can eat anything he wants.
Dude, as a kid,
turkey.
I thought Sonic might have something to do with the restaurant because they are.
Well, the
both
law
known
isn't
for
for reasonable retarded kids. It's reasonable adult men. Would a reasonable adult? It's not. Would a reasonable woman?
A dumb child.
Would a reasonable woman think this is okay? I mean, I have no way to know that. What about a reasonable man? Oh yeah, no.
You're probably right. But the other point is also that even if they had thought there was like a trademark dispute, they're like, well, it's like a fun children's character. So
he's not calling people the N-word, is he, on that show?
No.
Okay.
So there's nothing to really worry about.
We don't care,
yeah. Even if there was some sort of brand confusion, it's not.
Okay, are we done with
guy
this?
who attacks Chris.
Eric July stuff for now, or what?
If you tell me.
Well, you're the one giving a whole recap of it.
Sometimes, look, I know we're in the thick of the whole thing. Sometimes people don't know exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
I know you're obsessively going through every piece of Eric July, whatever that comes along.
Yeah, but you got to get to the funny parts. Not like defending yourself.
You
you're fixated on like defending yourself over and over. Like, I don't want you. Even your stream about it, you're like, I don't even want anything bad to happen to him. Like, I fucking do. I hope he gets run over by a fucking forklift.
Okay, but I don't want him to get run over by a forklift.
He called you a pedophile.
Yeah, that's true.
What would Israel do?
I don't know what Israel would do.
What? Imagine if Israel just treated Hamas the way you treat Eric July. They would just let them back in the country. They would knock down the walls and break up the concentration camp and say, let's figure out a way to live together. Then where would we be, Vito? Peace in the Middle East? Would you like that? I don't think you'd like that very much, would you?
It's going to be a whole Hamas episode. It's just all Hamas. Here's the thing. Dick, I've already gotten everything I wanted. I knew Eric July couldn't write.
Okay.
I knew his comic book was bad. All his friends went, no, it's good. It's the best comic ever. He's the next Stan Lee.
He's the Michael Jordan
He's going to
comics.
establish an entire parallel economy.
Yeah.
And now everybody knows that's not true.
Now he's going to get his ass handed to him in court. And he's going to get his family name taken from him by a white man. A rich white man's going to take Eric's family name from him.
The point
and say,
is-
you're not allowed to use that. It's mine. Only I am allowed to use your family name. You dumb fuck.
Look, the point is, I don't need Eric July to
And
lose
where'd
all
your
his
way out of
money.
this, motherfucker?
I don't need him to get hit
You should
by
have
a
been grateful for
forklift.
that athletic scholarship that we gave you.
Okay. I just hate the mass delusion of like weird conservative libertarian cope of like, we're creating great art and, you know, we're going to create a parallel economy, and it's all been exposed. And I was completely right. That's all that matters. Yeah, I was right.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I want him to get his arms and legs blown off. That's better.
Do you want him to look crispy like that fake AI baby that Ben Shapiro
I
posted?
don't even know if that was fake. There's so many fucking conflicting things
Oh, yeah,
going
okay,
on.
wait. Who won? Mosquitoes won.
Yay. That was you.
Someone always says the sound effects are delayed or off on this show,
Yeah.
but they're not. I just
Okay.
don't say it at the correct time.
You just say it on top of the drum roll.
Yeah, I just don't wait for it. Somebody was like, well, why are the sound effects always messed up? Time-wise, they're not. I'm just saying it to be annoying at the wrong spot.
You coincide with the symbol crash. You know, just don't wait for the crash to end.
Yeah.
I think that's fine to,
Yeah.
to hit it on the crash.
Boob truthers number 2.
So I came in dead last with
Lack
everything.
of sex tourism, that was you. Sober October.
Oh, you're sober.
was
You're
me.
shitty sober October prom, dude.
Whatever. Halloweenies named dumb.
Yeah, all the
Dumb
all
name.
the fucking Christian influencer or whatever people
God.
keep coming in the comments going, "Oh, Vito doesn't respect my faith." Yeah, I guess not. I respect it insofar as like, look, as long as you're not taking it literally.
What about the ISOM guy? Do you respect his faith?
Which guy?
What the fuck? Do you mean the superhero?
Oh,
or
the guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Fucking exactly.
It is confusing.
You
There's
see all the people that are in Eric's comics going, well, as a Christian, shame on them. It's like, oh, so there is brand
There's Christian
contagion
shit going on.
because you're a Christian, so you would be fans of both. I see.
It's a lot to process. I mean, you know, again, Nick Rekieta said the lawsuit might have merit. In fact, he was directly cited by this guy.
I said it had merit day one. I went through the whole thing and said, this is why.
Do you want to play that clip? It's a pretty good clip. It's on
No.
my. All right, we'll play it later.
All right. It's Veggie says Vito's knowledge of nutrition is comical.
Look, I got Gatorade Zero.
Good job.
Thank you.
What's in it?
I emptied it out and I replaced it with just
knew
regular
it.
lemonade.
With syrup.
With
I
syrup.
knew it. With
People on the Facebook group were fact checking the various calorie counts of different cranberry juices, and I'm like,
Yeah, because you're totally wrong.
I didn't say it was good. I just said it's not that bad.
It is that bad. It's all sugar. It's like 25 grams of sugar to 9, and that's in one
25
serving.
grams of sugar is not that much.
Dude, you're going to lose this Vito loses weight
no
loss
shit.
thing.
I know.
Well, you had 6 months? 6 weeks? 6 months. 6 fucking months to lose 30 pounds.
There's been a lot going on.
There has been nothing going on.
There's been a lot going on.
What, Eric? July getting made fun of that you're not even happy about?
I am happy about it. It's fun. I like that. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to make excuses, okay? Because it's no point. Everyone's just going to pick it apart.
People deserve an explanation for your behavior.
I've been
and your results, your lack of
I've
results.
been so stressed out about the situation between Palestine and Israel. It's just been weighing on me.
Who did a
and I'm
worse
clearly
job?
stress
Vito
eating.
losing weight. One in the chat for Vito losing weight, or Israel protecting its borders from Hamas. Who did a worse job?
Look, even if I didn't lose the weight, I'm going to say I've developed some healthy habits.
But your healthy habits are all bullshit. It's like, oh, I counted all the meat. I ate only white meat this week.
Only white
They
meat.
don't make any fucking sense. King Europe
I
says,
made
God
sure to
forbid.
eat a banana with every meal.
See, that doesn't mean anything.
No, because the banana
Clogs up your fucking throat so you
lubricates.
can't. God
I'm just going to make up diet tips.
You have been doing that this entire time.
We need a new stinger, Vito's diet tips, and I'll just fucking make some shit up. The thing
Vito's
about
diet tips.
Yeah. The thing about spaghetti is if you eat it one noodle at a time, your body digests it quicker.
If you ate spaghetti one noodle at a time, you would lose weight.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah. God forbid I have a tiny bit of sugar. Vito on being told he's drinking 25 grams of sugar.
Like zero. That was the one time I was sick.
Yeah, but you replaced it with other Gatorade that you probably boiled to get rid of the water, so it's more sugar.
It's the regular 0-calorie Gatorade.
I put my Gatorade on the stove for 3 hours and boil the water
I'm
out.
experimenting with different weight loss.
Okay, yeah, Vito knows nutrition like Eric July knows writing. That was Orion True. Onion Desu, Vito's nutritional advice is the exact same as my obese aunt, who has continually been on a diet since I've been alive and has only gotten fatter. What do you think about that one?
You know, I'm a guy.
Rev 4615 says Dick's interpretation of how that white guy tripped over a bench upon encountering a black kid at night.
Jesus Christ. That bit was too much.
What do you mean?
The Dick Van Dyke music for the guy getting stabbed to death. Look, I already said I laughed, but
who's Israel in that situation? The black kid with the knife, or the white guy who attacked him, possibly for gay sex? We don't know. That other guy that got killed by a black guy turned out to be raping him.
Yeah, the one who
when he was underage.
The white guy was raping them. Yeah.
So you never know, or you do know. It's probably rape.
Okay.
Sarah says, "Thank you for having Andy's back, guys." Heart. Vito saying hocus pocus and immediately following it with Salem's Lot was hilarious. Quite the leap.
That was pretty good. I was talking about the pipeline to horror movies to demonic possession.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else you got?
I honestly have so many fucking clips, but I don't even care
Well,
anymore.
I've prepared a little segment.
Oh, what do you got?
Hold on, let me preface this real quick. So me and you, we both use the platform known as Twitter.
Yes.
Yes, and Twitter has a function where if a certain individual bothers you or is pesky or spamming you, you can block that user.
Okay.
And every week I get messages from people saying, Dick Masterson blocked me.
Right.
What do I do?
Kill yourself.
Can you help me?
There's no light without my witticisms for you.
I've created a segment...
Okay.
Which I call...
Which one?
That one.
This one? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what I call this.
Blocked you like a hurricane.
Oh, okay. All right.
Blocked you like a hurricane.
Dick Masterson. Blocked you like a hurricane. He's blocking everybody.
Yeah.
Now, on this segment, people who have been blocked by Dick... have the ability to petition to be unblocked.
No.
Well...
I'm like the Pharaoh in Israel in the days of old.
I think that maybe these voices might be able to...
Palestine said, Pharaoh, let my people out of the concentration camp. Yeah.
Or temper your hot heart needs to be iced.
Okay.
Or perhaps your icy heart needs to be warmed.
Right.
Today's contestant is a guy you might know as Lofty Pixels.
Oh, no. Fuck Lofty. Lofty can fucking blow me.
Sent us a voicemail.
Where is it?
That one right there.
Block voicemail?
This is Lofty
Okay.
Pixels.
Hey, Big Dick, what's going on? So look, I block
I don't like
annoying
it already.
people on Twitter also, right? I get it. I understand. But here's the problem.
I'm kind of retarded.
Okay, I'm not actually retarded, right? You know what I mean? Like, I may have trolled you one too many times on Twitter. I'm kind of annoying on stream. But I'm not actually fucking retarded, dude. Like, you know, just like Nick Recada's nose is not actually the size of Montana, just like how Vito is not a tiny little guy in a fat suit, right?
Wow.
He's just, you know, he's actually fucking enormous.
I have not listened to
That's just how
this.
it is. And look, I'm not going to get butthurt if you
Lofty.
don't unblock me. Like, what am I going to do? Go cry and blow my brains out and upload it to Palestinian
That is
Twitter?
longer than I thought
it's
it would
not
be.
that big of a deal, right? And I
Why
have a
would you
proposal,
trust
honestly.
Lofty
I say
to
we
make a
just
good
let
bit?
Bygones be bygones.
I don't know.
Shia and Sunni come together, do a line of coke with Hunter Biden supervising, and let's just hug it out. Anyway, have a good day,
Okay.
Dick.
All right, well,
dick.
after listening to that, I think...
Tell you what I'm going to do, Vito.
What are you going to do?
I'm actually going to block you.
No, you can't do that. right, well, for all of you
All
who
right.
keep complaining that Dick has blocked you,
Eat shit.
you can't say that I didn't try. Lofty, you gave it your effort. You
Kill yourself.
wrote a little monologue, I guess. And that is Blocked You Like a Hurricane.
Do you want me to play it again?
Yeah, play it again. Why not?
Dick Master said, blocked you like
So,
a hurricane.
verdict is
You've been
Lofty
fucking
Pixel
around. Blocked.
loses.
You blocked. You got blocked as well.
Let's see, you can't win this game.
Blocked you like a hurricane. He's blocking
We'll see who the next
everybody.
contestants is. You got to try harder.
That's why you got blocked.
That was a
See?
terrible.
That's why you got fucking blocked. I don't have time to waste with this shit.
You got to come in hot. You got to really get us, on the hook.
Here's my problem
Yeah.
for the day of jihad. It's bad neighbors. We all have to deal.
Bad neighbors.
We all have to deal with bad neighbors. We got to work it out. We all have to. They're horrible.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Rogers.
Your neighbor.
Yeah.
What makes a good neighbor?
State
Fences,
Farm.
right? Big fences.
Oh, okay.
These neighbors can be so bad.
Big fences.
They let their dogs. They throw their dog poop in your garbage can. They're too loud sometimes.
Yeah.
Like fucking kids are screaming at each other like
A lot
7
of kids
a.m. on
screaming
Saturday.
all the time. A lot of
Kids
screaming
could be
kids.
screaming for many reasons.
Maybe they're
then when
barbecue.
they're-
Maybe the kids are all excited about a barbecue, and that's why they're screaming so much.
And when you're not looking, they
all the
mash up
fire.
all your tunnels underground
Yeah.
for no reason. They get the
Hold on.
fucking king of
Hold
Babylon
on.
to throw you out of
Hold
your
on.
own homeland and just shove them there.
I don't know if that's a neighbor
They start
thing.
building. They start building on your yard. Like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna put my shed right here. I got some nephews coming over. They're gonna sleep right in this shed that I'm putting on your yard. What are you gonna do about it, pussy?
It's a common neighborly problem.
And you say, "What the hell, man?
People building
what the
structures
fuck?
on
They
your
cut off your
land.
power. They could cut off your power at any moment.
Yeah.
Ugh, bad neighbors, And then the whole block's getting involved. Oh, you got to fight down the block. We got to get involved. This
Yeah.
could affect. If they start
Other
fighting, I don't
neighborhoods,
know.
want to intervene to make sure that your dispute does not spill into their neighborhood.
Cops could show up. Other cops from another neighborhood are like, "Hey, this is our territory. We're the cops here.
different
We're the
jurisdiction.
fucking cops. We're the FBI. We're the fucking cops. We'll show
Right.
you. We'll get in a fight." And all of a sudden, now you got two towns, Hatfields and McCoys, man.
I feel like this is a more complex situation that you're maybe
Nope, it's not.
boiling down into a very simple
Bad neighbors.
bad neighbors. Yeah.
Can't do a lot of stuff.
What if your
We
neighbor
can't just live together.
your neighbor might hang up a flag you don't like, and then you
I gotta shoot that shit down.
Yeah, well, that's
One of your kids goes cause problems in their house, and they're coming over. All right, how am I gonna fight you? Like, fight me? What the fuck? This guy's just staying in my house.
one
what
of
are you
their
gonna fight
kids,
me for?
hits a baseball, goes through your window. Then you throw the baseball back.
I throw the baseball right at the kid.
Right, I was
I'll
gonna
show
say.
you who fucking throws a baseball. Wham! Right between the eyes.
Then
dead.
you got to build a big baseball shooting out of the sky machine to prevent all the baseballs.
Then they take
that
all my
keep
baseballs.
coming over.
I gotta dig a tunnel to go to Dick's Sporting Goods
get more
to get more baseballs.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I'm in a baseball war. Praying to Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth. I'm going, man. I will never stop hitting or throwing baseballs
I'm in a
for you, man.
baseball
You're the
war.
babe, man. I'm in a baseball war. They think Hank Aaron's so great over there. I'll fucking show them who's the great Bambitas.
And meanwhile, you've been training your kids to play baseball. They've been training their kids to play baseball. Their kids play all dirty. It's like a Bad News Bears type situation.
Yeah, it's the American League and the other one, National League.
Yeah.
They don't even.
I thought you were going to say, well,
Palestinian League.
the N-word league or whatever it is.
What?
Back in the day, who was the guy who played in the...
Fuck, nothing
Jackie
reminded me of this.
Robinson.
I just
Jackie
thought of it out of
Robinson.
nowhere. This guy? Did you see this guy?
Yeah, see, I was wondering... When you asked
took too long.
When you asked if there was...
took too long setting it up, so I didn't get to give my story of...
When you asked if there was any other Eric July stuff...
this is an Eric July stuff, Vito.
Is this the original? Is this the original I song?
I'm the original I song. I'm Eric July's great grandpappy. Avery Knox. I'm Avery Knox. Eric July's great grandpappy. I'm here from time. I work at a warehouse. I heard my great grandson's doing great things.
Yeah, he's doing real good.
Everybody who's listening just to podcast, I have a see through the mouth face thing that I'm doing of actual actualized great grandpapa. Avery Knox.
I accidentally saw this before the show, and I was so
Avery Knox.
why are we doing this?
Because it's the day of jihad. Vito, don't you know nothing?
So this is Eric July's grandfather. This is an actual
great grandpappy.
who Isom, the comic character, is named
Isom's
after.
Father, Avery.
Okay.
Don't get it. Don't fuck it up.
Oh, that's Avery.
Don't fuck it
That's
up now,
Avery.
Vito.
Okay.
Avery Knox. Don't fuck it up now.
Avery Knox.
Oh man.
So who do you think owns the trademark?
Well, I'm from a time when black people don't really own anything or whatever.
My people aren't allowed to own anything.
My people don't really own such things as we're more on the receiving end of the owning. So actually, it's definitely not me. If I had to put my learning to the grindstone, so to speak, I would say not me. What's wrong with the bit, Vito? I'm just a man coming through time to speak to you about what tales that I could tell you which. Oh, man, and you hear me? My great-grandson's doing well, is he?
He's doing very good.
Oh, that's good. I bet he's got
himself.
a respectable job.
Yeah.
Not like the boys in my time who just dance gaily, prancing around something silly, getting into silly fights about bunnies and stuff.
Well,
parking.
He's been doing some amount of dancing and
bunny-related
shenanigans.
Dancing. I hope only dancing. I hope dancing true.
He's actually in a dispute with the church.
With the
he's
devil.
He's fighting with men of the cloth. Yeah.
Oh no! The church has been infiltrated by demons, I suppose. Then. See, men in my day, the funny pages has been taken over. Actually, used to be a Charlie Brown was wonderful. My favorite comic strip. Then they introduced that Dirty Franklin.
Okay, all right. I disavow this bit on every level. Oh my fucking god. Eric July's grandfather, Avery, was great-grandfather?
Grand. Get the grandpapa. Great-grandpapa.
That's Avery, the great-great-grandfather of Eric July.
See, you can't see in the picture, but I don't have sleeves on this shirt either.
Why?
I like to get my arms.
You want to leave your arms.
I also have shoulder hair, Vito.
That runs in the family. That's something passed down from generation to generation.
The hair is actually passed down.
Why am I indulging
from generation
this bit?
to generation?
Why am I indulging
arm
this?
hair, we take it out in a special process and put it on the babies. That's what we do. This is just a generic Southern accent, by the way. It's not racially tinged at all. It's only a Southern accent.
Could be a white guy. Who knows?
Don't you think that my haircut looks cool?
It's fair.
Some people say that I look like a gentleman by the name of Hitler. Now, can you tell me?
No, I don't think.
Well, because of my mustache.
Like you do have a very short mustache.
That's just my shoulder hair. I'm keeping it here
you
to
keep it above
warm
the lip
because it's cold where I live.
Well, Mr. Avery July.
Israel cut the electricity off for hell.
What do you know of Israel? Aren't you in a 1910s?
I'm sure I can't say, Mr. Vito. I can't say. Guess what? They've been fucking around since BC times. So I was talking about Palestine. Can you dig it?
All right, yeah. The Persians at this point.
What? No,
who was in that?
Palestinians, you dick brain. You don't know fucking shit about the struggle you're talking about.
Was it Palestine
Still Palestine
back
and
then?
Jews, dummy. Yeah. Don't you know? You need to read a book just like my son does. My great grand.
I don't know what time period you're
You literally
from.
know nothing about Palestine and Israel, do you?
I'm aware that
Who started it? Let's start there.
Everybody started it. The United Nations started it.
The United Nations
the Potsdam Declaration started it.
Of Babylon, maybe.
Well, I'm talking about in the post-World War II, right?
No, I'm talking about literally 500 BC when Cyrus the Great said, "Hey, Palestine, you got to let the Jews back in."
But they didn't, did they?
They did for a little bit.
Okay, and then they kicked them out again.
Well,
And then we put them back in.
No, then it was Napoleon who put them back in.
Oh, okay.
He said, you know what?
He's a neighborly kind of guy.
He's a good neighbor.
He's like a good neighbor. Napoleon is there.
Then the Brits, I think, came in. Balfour said, you guys have got to make this. You guys have got to make Israel. We're fucking really tired of this shit.
Yeah.
Then a bad neighbor, Hitler, came in and said, well, you guys are going, you're letting them back, or else.
Where do we put these Jews? And Hitler went, I got a solution. We went, no. We got to give them a place.
I'm pretty sure you're not allowed to say what you just said.
I'm saying Hitler was the bad guy. Maybe I gave him a comical...
Bad neighbors.
Bad neighbors.
Bad neighbors. That's my problem.
Okay. Well...
because their problem isn't just with themselves. It's also everybody's fucking problem to deal with it.
Sure. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Don't you think Isam's dad was fun?
I don't understand. Okay, so I didn't watch the video. If his grandfather's name is Avery...
Why would you watch a video that you've been doing a comedy show on for 6 months about a beef with the guy? Why the fuck? Why wouldn't you?
It's fun for you to explain it. I can ask you questions now. You have information I don't have, and you can explain to me, and that's interesting.
But I don't remember.
All right, well, that's a good argument.
Eric July based the Isam.
But I'm saying, why is Isam the name? So why does that help him with his trademark dispute if his grandfather was named Avery? That doesn't help. Was his grandfather named...
I know a thing or two about trail marks. Is that what you said?
Trail marks, yes. Do you remember the trail marks?
No, he just like flipped out and threw a big like tantrum that he feels like he's in deservement of it because it's his great grandpappy's name.
But Avery is his grandpappy's name.
Avery is the father of Isam Knox, I think.
Okay, and
we found Isam's gravestone. It's not illegal to put a stuffed bunny on a gravestone.
Please don't do that.
Why? It's just a rock. It's not illegal to.
See,
is it illegal to? It's to put a bunny on a grave, or to have gay sex on a grave.
Look,
which one do you want,
don't
Vito?
Do either of those things.
Well, we have to do one.
No, we don't.
Okay, then we're picking at random. If you're not going to decide, then we're picking at random. If it's heads, it's gay sex. If it's a head, it's gay sex. If it's tails, it's a bunny. So if you're not going to pick, then I guess we're going to pick at random. It could be either the gay. It could be the gay sex.
Okay. Okay. Don't have gay sex on Isam's grave.
So put a bunny on Isam's grave, you're saying. Okay.
It's the only two
Good
options.
decision. You heard it from Vito, everyone.
Oh, we're going to hell. And you know who's going to be in hell, Dick? Well, these horrible people who have been killing all these kids. Because that's the
Planned
only...
Parenthood?
Yeah. Well, that's the problem, Dick. Is pretending to care about dead kids. Because who gives a shit? Who cares? At this point, it's like, there's so much going on. You could show me like 1 million dead kids, and I go, yeah, well.
Yeah.
We got every issue.
Don't you think you should weigh them? Like, instead of the count, they always have the body count.
Yeah.
But shouldn't they weigh the kids to
like
see who's...
what mass of children was killed?
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to kill kids.
What do you want to do to them?
Nothing, in general. But
you want to very specific.
I don't want to do anything to kids. I'm just saying every issue, for some reason, seems to come back to whether or not there's dead kids.
Somebody killed kids.
Somebody killed kids. The immigration debate. What did we watch? We had to watch a bunch of kids crawling through barbed wire. I could have killed that kid. Do you know how many kids die coming over the border? Do you remember that time? Do you remember there was this story where they're like, this girl died coming over the border, and you're like, well, what happened? And it's like, well, she came over the border and her dad didn't tell anyone she was sick. And the second that she found out she was sick, they mobilized a helicopter to try to get her to the hospital. I'm like, that's a
very specific story.
Well, I just remember everybody being really mad about it. I'm like, wait, so you're telling me the second she got into our country, we mobilized a fucking helicopter to try and save her life? Sounds like we're the good guys.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Should have mobilized a paraglider. Did you see that I put the paraglider attack to the A-Team theme?
Congrats.
It makes it look really cool.
Good work.
It makes it look better than what they had.
You should be editing videos for Hamas.
If Hamas gave me $500 million, it would be a whole new ball game.
They're getting a lot of crypto money. They've been getting a lot of crypto
Let's go, guys. You need some marketing.
They're getting funded.
Tips. Only consulting. Only consulting.
So we got to worry about immigration because kids are going to die. We got to worry about war because kids are going to die. We got to worry about abortion because kids are going to die. And
okay.
We got to give up our guns because if we don't, kids are going to die. Every issue, I just go, you know what? I'm not a kid. Am I going to die? No. So what do I care at this point?
Yeah, but they're killing kids.
Who is?
Israel and the other guys, but mostly Israel.
Why mostly Israel? Because they're better at it?
Well,
they just got better shit. So, like, it's not like they're specific. They're just like, we got better missiles, so more kids are going to die. That's it.
I mean, it's not really a good...
If you guys had good missiles, too, you could kill just as many kids as Israel, okay? That's your fault. Okay, if you're mad, you think it's unbalanced.
Okay.
Then you should have spent more time, figuring your shit out. I don't know, getting allies to give you free missiles, making friends with all the missile making.
But
countries.
You don't want kids to die, right?
No, I don't.
Not really,
but I'm not
or
worried
what?
Well, I guess I just am indifferent to it.
Okay.
Like if somebody told me, hey, like 100 kids died because this fired a missile at a bunch of kids, I'd go,
who fired the missile?
I don't know. The Norway.
What?
I go, those fucking
Why would they do
Norwegians,
that?
why are they fucking around? Yeah. I just picked one out of a hat.
Okay.
I guess
of all the countries you picked randomly and you picked an extremely white country, I don't believe you.
Okay, Nambia.
Okay. Namibia, perhaps.
Namibia.
Yeah.
Is that how it's pronounced?
I don't know. I'm not the pronounced guy over here.
Argentina. How's that? Argentina starts killing kids.
Okay.
I guess I just see Ben Shapiro posting, a bunch of
chicken nugget that he got.
Whatever the fuck that was. And then everybody got mad at me because I retweeted it. He's like, look, they burned these kids, and I retweeted him like, those are kids? I don't know what the fuck that is. Everyone's like, Vito, you're being very insensitive. Those are dead, burned kids.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't even know if that's true, and if it is, I don't really care. I mean, whatever. There's kids burning every day.
There's kids burning every day? Where?
Yeah, the kids set their own houses on fire.
Can you explain this to me, please?
Yeah, sure. Here's a dead kid.
It says this dad's holding his dead. I mean, I probably can't even show.
I don't know if
this
you can play the video. You're not
definitely
showing
not.
Okay, so a father's holding his dead kid.
Yeah, and then you said leaving Israel alone was always an option.
Yeah,
for that kid.
Yeah, pretty much.
The kid could have left Israel.
Well, the dad could have talked to the kid and been like, "Hey, do you want to keep living in this country where we,
what country?
Palestine?
Oh, the concentration camp where they're imprisoned?
They're not imprisoned.
How do they get out?
Yeah,
they swim.
Just move south. Get away from the
Egypt?
border. Yeah, go to Egypt.
How does that work? You think it's Mexico that they're crossing into?
I think you could.
That's kind of an American thing, buddy.
Okay, it's like you as a citizen of a shit country.
The country of what?
Palestine.
Okay.
I'm confused as to what I'm getting wrong here.
Is Gaza a country?
Well, the Gaza Strip is what? Being fought over. So what? Are they technically in Israel? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, that's where they're imprisoned.
Yeah.
By Israel, who I support.
Why can't they go to Palestine?
Well, they'd have to go to the West Bank.
Yeah.
Which is also a fucking disaster.
But if you're in Gaza,
I don't think they're really, allowed to go out.
If you're in Gaza though, and you go to the checkpoint, you go, hey, I don't want to be in Gaza anymore. Aren't the Jews?
No, they're not cool with that.
I thought the Jews would be like, yeah, get out of here. We don't want you here.
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know.
Up? You gonna go to Mars?
No. South.
To Egypt. They don't want you.
Look, I don't know the exact geometry of the thing.
Okay. It's okay. It's
all I know is that you're part of a. Did this happen in Gaza? I don't even know where this happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just leave the Jews. Just leave the Jews alone. Just leave them alone. That's it. It's like easy.
Easy. They live in a prison.
Okay.
It's the densest place on earth.
Congrats.
Well, it's not congrats. What do you want them to do?
So what should happen?
Well, I'm sure I can't legally say that on YouTube.
Should they get paragliders and launch a fucking attack or whatever the fuck?
Okay, have you seen my behavior over Eric July calling me the N-word?
Sure.
How do you think I would react if I was put into prison for 18 years by guys who were filming TikToks of themselves bragging about that water?
Why is it a prison? Okay, they live in Gaza.
Because all the entrance and
everyone
exits
treats them like shit.
All the egresses, ingresses are totally blocked off and controlled. Cement wall. All the way
Yeah,
around.
but it's still like okay, so you're living in basically Berlin at that point.
Well, yeah, kind of, yeah. You're living in, like, Escape from New York.
Right.
Where
So they
subsist entirely on aid, foreign aid.
Okay, but
they have no agriculture or anything.
Then shouldn't your motivation be to escape, not to launch attacks on the missile containing
How do you get
other
out,
people?
though?
How'd they get out of? People got out of fucking Berlin or whatever. People got around that wall.
Did they do any bad stuff to get? Oh, you mean the Soviets?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was a lot of strife went into the Berlin Wall coming down.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a lot of
terrorism and stuff.
Well, but that's not. I mean, eventually it was a diplomatic thing that took it down.
Kind of threatening to nuke other countries was diplomatic in a way.
I just think I don't care about your dead kid. It doesn't work on me.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't work on anybody else. It's not working anymore.
Man, it's working. People are pissed.
Are they?
Yeah, and
Ben Shapiro's
Christians are fucking pissed.
Everybody else was like, who gives a shit? I don't even think those kids, I don't even think that's a kid. Somebody said it was a dog. Somebody photoshopped. I think that was a Photoshop, but they tried to convince.
What did the AI scanner say? That's all I care about.
Yeah, everybody thinks AI scanners are a thing now.
They are, but they don't work.
They don't work at all, no.
You see those kids that had to rewrite their papers because their teacher ran their thing through an AI?
Yeah, they asked him, is this paper AI? And this AI said, yeah.
20%. So we got to rewrite 20%. What? No.
Look.
Now imagine that paper was a concentration camp.
I refuse to educate myself about what's going on between Israel and Palestine. Because I don't care that much.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm Team Jew all the way.
Okay.
Whatever, because they're just better. They're just the better side.
Yeah.
All right.
Say Team Israel, probably.
Well, who's over there?
I mean, I don't know.
I'm not Team Israel. I think the Jews are great.
Okay.
They're
me too.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
And anybody who would oppose them, I'm like, well, what are you doing? The Jews have given us so much.
Really? What have they?
Got 8 great seasons of Seinfeld.
Okay.
Got a great bagel place near me.
What's it called?
Bell's Bagels.
Okay.
They make a good salmon bagel.
Okay. Lox
is good.
Sure.
Lox is good. Potato stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't invent the potato, but they definitely
Irish people did that.
They definitely gave it some new utility, I'd say.
Yeah.
Canner's is great.
Canner's Deli.
I haven't been to
Do you have any non-food related?
Mostly food stuff.
Food stuff from the Jews.
Food, comedy.
Comedy, yeah.
Great
at comedy.
Great at movie making.
Only reason we have good movies.
Yes. Hollywood.
You put Palestine in charge of movies?
Not gonna get. What's the best Palestinian movie you've ever seen?
What's the best Muslim movie
I've ever seen?
I don't know. That RRR shit is probably the closest I've seen to a Muslim movie, and that was unwatchable. 3 hours.
I'm trying to remember any Muslim movies. Slumdog Millionaire, but it's made by a white guy.
Yeah, and it was tedious.
It's very tedious. It's very bizarre.
Yeah.
Although, is that Hindu or Muslim?
I don't know.
Are Indians Muslims sometimes?
What do you do? What do you read?
I don't think they're Muslims. I think they're Hindu. Like, all I care about is fucking anime and shit. I don't care about any of this.
What if an anime kid was killed? What if one of your animes was like Evangelion? What if...
I love when I'm doing a problem and I'm already like, man, I can't wait to read the comments on this shit. Like, it's not just about Israel. It's not just about Palestine. The whole thing is that there's dead kids everywhere. There's always going to be dead kids. If you got a kid, okay, I can understand being worried about your kid.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's, shit's going to happen. Some kid's going to try and crawl under the barbed wire and he's going to slice his face off. It's like, well,
Maybe we shouldn't have that barbed wire there.
No.
Don't you think that keeping kids alive is maybe the first priority we should do?
Why? We got enough kids.
Well, you know.
Keeping, like, guys who are, like, making, you know. I think, like, you want to keep
YouTubers alive
industrious.
first? That's the...
No. I mean, people who are, I don't know, working age.
You.
A child produces nothing. What does a child do? What does a child add to the greater good? Laughter and mirth.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't need that.
Well, who's going to pay your Social Security when you're old?
No, they're not going to pay that.
Oh, yes, they will. They're stupid. They don't know how to vote.
We're not going to get any fucking Social Security. They're going to take that away. Point is, stop trying to get everybody to decide on an issue on whether or not kids, not only dead, also, you know, half the issues are whether or not kids are going to get raped. So it's
now
always
you've
kids.
opened up a whole can of worms, can of ass.
I don't want to make decisions based on how many kids are going to get killed.
Yeah, but nobody knows anything. Like
that's why they measure it in stupid things like how many kids die.
But you can't expect all of America or the world to learn anything about what they're talking about. So the only thing you have is just, well, they have more weight of dead kids than the other side, so they win. Like, I know you guys know literally nothing about this problem. So what else is there?
Well, that's the thing is, and also the argument goes both ways. Is that, you know, I'm sure Israel's like, well, you killed our kids too. So it's like an endless stupid thing. Kids die for every fucking reason.
No, they're being murdered.
Yeah. But that means if both sides are doing it, it's an equal sum game, and you can't like stack the dead kid bodies up and go, well, they did kill 10% more kids, therefore that's the side I'm on.
No, they're actually they're both evil. It's not you guys are both killing kids. It's, oh no, you did it.
Everybody.
Well, yeah, but they did. No. Forget about them. You did it.
Look, there's all sorts of things you can call evil in the world. Okay, I just think I see a little crispy kid corpse, and I'm like, eh.
You're like, I don't care.
It's gonna happen. I guess somebody sent me a DM, and they're like, hey, don't you care about all these kids getting killed? I'm like, nah, man, it's a war zone. All sorts of people are getting killed. How come we never talk about how many grandmas got killed, you know? They killed 12 grandmas.
Fuck grandmas.
What about, like, I don't know,
you mean terrorists?
bakers. How many bakers died? I like bread.
I don't know.
Put that in numbers.
Oh, yeah.
It's only kids.
Yeah.
What
And
if
hot women.
What if that kid would have grown up and killed more kids?
Yeah. I've heard this
There you
joke
go.
before.
It's not a joke. It's serious.
Okay, so dead kids, but you're not talking about dead kids because you have contempt for that. So you're saying like the
sympathy for dead children. How about counting?
Who is this problem for? Sympathy. Well, nobody wants dead kids.
Right,
everyone feels bad about it.
Fine, everybody feels. Look, I get feeling bad about it.
You just got to kill a bunch of people to stop it.
Everybody, you can feel. All right, let's put it this way: you can feel bad about dead kids. I get it. Just stop counting them.
Counting dead kids.
Counting dead kids is the problem.
I'll take it.
Just accept that, like, if there's a situation where kids are dying, you can go, okay, that's kind of a shitty situation. But then you go, like, oh, but more kids are dying for this and whatever. And I was like,
yeah, but our kids were better.
Our kids were better, and then this.
We got a dead kid.
One of our kids is worth 3 of your dead kids. And like,
Let's see his headshots then, bucko.
Yeah. I mean, some kids are. Come on.
Some kids are better, yeah, sure. Some kids will never grow up and kickstart a comic book.
That's true.
So
those kids are doing it right. The last thing we need is more comic books.
My problem is getting a pimple on your nose.
Yeah. On or inside?
Anywhere on the nose. The nose. It's not happening up here.
How
They're
often
happening.
Are you getting pimples?
Bro, if I get one, it's the worst thing that happens that year. It's worse than the dead kids. They happen. You get one of these fuckers in the crook of your nose right there.
Yeah.
With the nose, like, whatever it is.
I haven't gotten a pimple in years.
What? With what you eat?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Is that the secret? Do I need to start drinking Gatorade and regular Coke?
I do have skin tags, though, but that's like a different thing.
Man, I get them shits all the time. Or they come in on the, like, the point here.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. The ridge. So they're pointing down. You're like, man, what the fuck? How do you even get any pus in there, you cocksucker?
You ever try to, like, drain it?
Constantly. Never works.
What do you do?
Just squeeze it. I don't know. What do you mean?
I'm like, I'll try to like take
What
like
do you do?
I'll try to take like a thumbtack and like pop it.
That's disgusting.
I know.
A thumbtack?
Yeah.
Like a special thumbtack for?
No, just like a sharp piece of metal.
Why do you do that?
Because I don't know.
Oh,
I just hate.
but you never get them.
Well, I get
if
them
I
on
did
my
that,
tongue.
I'd look like fucking Hellraiser.
I get these like on
Excuse me?
occasionally I'll get a pimple on the underside of my tongue. I don't know what
No,
it is.
you're not getting a pimple on the underside of your tongue.
I think I am.
You're getting a
See,
herpes.
You said
bro.
it was herpes. I don't think it's herpes.
You're getting a Do not drink out of my glass.
I got my Gatorade. Hold on.
Keep
Pimple
drinking Gatorade. You ain't
on
a pimple on your fucking
tongue.
tongue. What are you talking about? There's no skin pore there.
Live bumps on tongue are scientifically known as transient lingual papillitis.
You got carbuncles.
No, hold on. Lip bumps.
You got the devil's.
These small bumps occur
Rash.
quite frequently. No medical intervention is required. It's not syphilis
It's not syphilis. I'm talking about
or whatever it is.
herpes.
They don't even know what causes it. Treatment.
Usually it's sex with whores.
Cut your tongue off. It doesn't say that.
I'm talking about actual pimples on your nose. Or they get inside there.
When's the last time you got one of these? Must have been recent for it to come up.
I actually stole it from someone on the.
Oh, somebody else was
Yeah, but
talking
it's
about
true.
it? Yeah.
Right out here. You're like, well, I guess my whole week is shot. I can't go on a business meeting like this. I'm not putting makeup on.
You know, some people have like cancer.
I wish I was those people.
Show's called The Biggest Problem in the Universe. You're talking about a pimple on your nose.
You know what I do? Sometimes I get a pimple on my nose. If I have a pimple on my nose, and my girlfriend will leave her makeup out, and I'll go like, if I faked like I'm tripping,
Yeah.
and I smush my face in it, and then go like, oh man, I got all this makeup on my pimple on my nose. That doesn't make me gay, right? If I were to trip and accidentally get it on.
You're saying you want to cover up. Like
Yeah,
a
but
woman.
I'm not. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm just tripping onto this makeup that my girlfriend has left out because women think that the bathroom is just like trash for a CVS, that they just throw makeup everywhere. She leaves it out, and I go in and trip
Yeah.
and get like, oh, whoop. What do you think? Is that
I
gay?
can't identify with this problem.
Oh,
Because I haven't had a pimple in like a million years. I don't even know.
so you can identify with dead kids, but
Well, I can
not-
identify with the fact that people keep fucking counting them
Okay.
and posting pictures of it.
Well, that's my problem.
And then I saw
you
Ben
know.
Shapiro's picture, and I'm like, is that 2 dead kids? And then I was counting them because it didn't look like 1 dead kid.
I did think it was 2 dead kids also.
Well, yeah, it was like
Holding
a weird.
a doll.
Was it? Yeah. What was it?
It's AI.
AI
Fucking
wouldn't do that.
superimposed
I don't
me.
think AI could make. If AI was told to make a dead kid, it would look more like a kid.
No, it's goofy. It's AI. That's what it does. I could make you an AI dead kid 2
You
seconds.
have to tell it like make a misshapen lump that might be identified as a child.
Ben Shapiro doesn't know. He doesn't know what a
No.
child human looks like.
Can you believe Ben Shapiro's pro-Israel? Isn't that?
And he's like so upset.
A lot of people are really upset. Like I get it. If you're Jewish, it's like you gotta right. You gotta like kind of ham it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You know, like
My kibbutz. Oh my God. Oh wow.
like, do we have anything like that? Is there anything like that
Yeah,
for Mexican
9/11.
people?
You did. Oh, Mexican people.
Yeah,
Basically every day is like that for Mexican people. Like every wedding,
yeah.
fat women are fainting left and right.
There's no real Italian equivalent, except for when one of your siblings. No, that doesn't happen anymore. Joins the mob.
Oh,
Disappoints
really?
the whole family.
Oh.
Yo, I told you not to run around with Uncle Tony no more. My dad briefly joined the mob. He wasn't. He wasn't good at it. They kicked him out. Look, all right. I'm from the New England, Boston,
Okay.
area, New York area, whatever. And part of my family was,
Mob?
yeah, but like uncles or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like a family thing. You'd be like, oh, be really good to Uncle Tony. It's like, why? It's like, he can get you stuff. Like what? It's like, like kill a guy for you or whatever. I don't know.
Kill a guy.
Not kill
What
a
the
guy, but
fuck?
like if you're not, like he's got a lot of money because, he probably does something.
Does he work in garbage?
Yeah, he works in garbage or whatever. All these guys are dead now, you know.
Oh. You have any other mob connections? Because I
think they're all dead.
I need an excavator.
But my dad at one time, he's like, I tried like working for them as a bodyguard, and then we got in a shootout, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And he quit.
Your dad got in a shootout in the mob on his first day of work?
Not on his first day.
What the fuck?
I think for like a week he was just driving around again with like Uncle Jimmy or whatever.
Okay.
And somebody shot at the car or something. And he's like, you know what? I think there's other ways to make money. I don't think I'm very good at this.
Wow. What was his mafia name?
Big Johnny Jim John, the enforcer from down under.
Fucking hockey. Wow. That's cool. All right. What's your problem?
My problem is going to GameStop.
Okay.
So GameStop is I used to work for a GameStop.
Okay.
And it is a terrible organization. It's always been a terrible organization. It used to be a good organization.
Okay.
But it got taken over by a weird, evil conglomerate. Do you remember EB Games, Electronics Boutique?
Loved him, man.
It was a really good place.
Yeah, that little dog, Elbow,
Yeah.
was their mascot.
So Electronics Boutique was great because they actually paid their salesman, what do you call it? A commission.
Okay.
So everybody working there was pretty happy.
Yeah.
Like, I want to help you out. I do want to make sure you get the best game system or whatever the fuck.
Okay.
And then GameStop bought Electronics Boutique and converted them all into GameStops and reduced everybody's salary down to minimum wage.
Yeah, good. I don't want some fucking moron pressuring me into getting like a Sega Saturn.
Well, you just get employees who aren't like shitbags and like actually kind of care about their work, I think is more exciting for the consumer.
Those nerds they'll give you their opinion for free. You don't need you don't need to give those fucking pieces of shit commission.
That's the problem though, is then the job turned into like, it used to be like guys who worked there were like kind of like capable and like normal people. And then it became weird nerds who just want to work there because you got an employee discount.
Okay.
Which is why I worked there.
Okay.
For many years, just to buy
a five-finger discount.
Well,
Uncle Vito gets you a good deal on video games.
I did rip off the GameStop a lot.
What was your biggest score?
I don't know if I had. You know, you don't want to do a big score. You want to take a little bit at a time.
The big dirty. What was your big?
Well, my big dirty was that this kid Eugene, who was a piece of shit, got a job there. It was like a holiday time.
Okay.
And he had like a lip ring, and he's like
fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, like a fucking piece of shit. And I went, man, this guy's such a piece of shit that if anything goes missing, they're gonna obviously blame him.
Yeah.
So all Christmas,
you stole all the things at Christmas,
thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then they're like, Eugene, we got to let you go. And he's like, why? And they're like, we're pretty sure you've been stealing.
And you just sat there laughing at him?
Yeah, well, he stole my camera. He was a piece of shit.
How do you know he stole it, not somebody else?
He stole.
You just blamed it on him.
No, he stole shit from me. So I got
How do you
back. Know? It's a convoluted story, but basically he stole a bunch of video games from me, and then I went to GameStop, and I went, hey, did Eugene trade in these exact games that are missing from my house? And they're like, yes.
Your house? What was he?
We were buddies, and he like
a gay lover? Like
no, he stayed over one night because we hung out. Wasn't gay lover.
What do you mean you hang out?
Would it be wrong if it was a gay? Maybe it was, but it wasn't. He was just a piece of shit kid.
I'm just asking questions, trying to figure out what's happening.
He stayed over my house, and actually, I had loaned him some games too. I was like, "Yeah, you can play this game," and then I'm like, "Can I get the game back?" And he's like, "I had to move, and it went missing, and it's not my fault." I'm like, "Well, it is your fault. You lost my thing."
Okay.
And I asked the GameStop, I'm like, "Did he trade it in?" They said, "Yeah." So I went to the cops. I'm like, "Well, I know this guy stole it."
You went to the cops?
Yeah.
For your video game?
And then I later found out that his dad was the chief of police 2 towns over, and I'm like, oh, I'm never getting any of that shit back.
What game was it?
It was Contra 4 for the Nintendo DS, and he also stole the DS. And like a couple other games.
Okay.
And he definitely stole my video camera.
And your video camera.
Yeah.
This guy had a lot of access to your stuff for a friend, quote unquote.
Yeah, we were buddies, man. We hung out all the time.
And then he was
also my elf during when I was Santa Claus. And he stole a deposit of Christmas money one night. Because every night we were just like left to run it alone, and for some reason he was in charge of the money, and you had to just like put all the money in a bag and then drop it out. You know, you go to the safe deposit. You go to the bank and you put it in the thing and whatever. You have to fill out the deposit slip. And just one night, he just took one of them.
Wow.
And it was
you didn't report it?
Well, then they were like, hey, all this money's missing. And he's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I put it in that thing.
Thing fucking ate it, man.
And I was like, I guess you don't really need a good alibi. And like, it's just like, I don't know
you
what
do, because there's cameras and stuff. I mean, they trust the bank.
Yeah,
They
but it's
don't
like
trust
nobody's going to
Eugene.
follow up on it because like the people running it were also really incompetent.
Nobody's going to follow up on it. How much was it?
I don't know. It was a night of Santa photos. So it was probably like $500, $1,000. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's
20 bucks a family. I don't know how much it was.
You're doing dirty stuff out there.
He did it. I didn't steal it.
You're helping.
I stole
You're
from the
not
GameStop.
reporting. Your uncle's in the mob.
Look, man, when you're living in the woods,
and then you're fucking high horsing Palestine.
We just have different morals out there, man. You see stuff, and you just
if you were in a concentration camp,
cold inside.
You would definitely be doing terrorism.
Judging a concentration camp.
Going by these stories, yes.
I don't think I would do terrorism. I think I would try to get out and go somewhere else.
Okay, you can't.
Why?
Because there's guys with guns.
Okay, well, you gotta like figure out a plan. You gotta smuggle. You gotta get fake documents. You gotta smuggle out. Is there no way out of Gaza?
No.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Sucks there. No one would want to be there. No one wants to be there.
No one wants to. Well, but Jewish people live there as well.
In Gaza? No. In the Gaza Strip? No.
But where are they taking?
West Bank.
The West Bank is where they're taking over everybody's property, right?
That's how you phrase it, yes?
Well, that's what they're being accused of.
Yes.
There's a great video where like some nerdy Jewish guy from Brooklyn, they just like came to interview him because like they're just giving basically West Bank properties away to like any Jewish guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, do you feel bad about this? And he's like, if I didn't take it, somebody else is going to take it. So why would I not take it? Okay, I can't feel bad about this. And I'm like, that's kind of
a yes or a no.
He's got a good point. If somebody offered,
no, he doesn't.
If someone offered me a free house, I'd be like, well,
it was someone else's house.
Yeah, but like,
well, I gotta take it. Or
okay, but if I didn't take
it,
they're not going to give it back to those people.
They might. If they couldn't give it away to anybody, they would give it back to them. Yes, they would.
There's no universe in which you have a free house and not a single Jewish person's going to take it.
Literally, this happened in America where the government would take people's farms and every person in the town would show up and not bid on it.
Yeah.
So the person that the government took it from could buy it back for like $5.
Sure.
And if anybody bid on it, they would fucking kill them. That was the unspoken rule.
Right.
That's called terrorism.
Well, you shouldn't commit terrorism.
There's a before you commit it, there's a big gray area.
Sometimes you should commit terrorism. Look, I get it.
Look, it's the day of jihad. Everybody's amped up.
Day of jihad.
Let's not worry about it.
My problem was GameStop.
Okay.
They had a big sale. If you want to bring up this picture, I go to buy a video game, a new video game, and this is what I get. Look at this. That's a new video game.
Jihad on
GameStop. Yeah, that place sucks.
Wait, what's wrong with this?
It's supposed to be a brand new video game. That's not brand new. It's ripped. That doesn't even have the thing. It doesn't even have the.
How old is this game?
It's like It's supposed to be brand new. It's like
I know, but how old is
like
the
a
fucking
year
game?
old, maybe 6 months.
So they sold you a used game?
No, here's what GameStop does is when they get a new game in, they have to make a shelf copy. So they always rip open one copy and take the game out and put it on the shelf. But they sell it as a brand new game.
So you got that one?
Well, I guess I got that one, but also they lost the case. So that means they just had the disc sitting in a bin.
Well, why don't you just get your money back?
I did get my money back, but I had to go to
you still have this?
They sent it to my house. They shipped it to my house.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't go to the store and buy it. I said, a brand new video game to be shipped to my house. How exciting. And it arrived looking like this.
They didn't give you like $10 off or anything?
No, they didn't give me anything off. I mean, it was on sale. That's why I bought it. But it was still like, I wanted
Jihad.
I wanted a new copy of the game. I didn't want this.
So you could like play with the manual and stuff?
I don't give you manuals of video games anymore. But I want a box to put on my shelf that doesn't look like this fucking trash garbage. And again, I bought it, and other people online are going like, I got mine, and mine's new. And I'm like, well, why did I get this shit fucking one? You shouldn't ship this out. Let's be real. If you're working in a store and you get an order and it says a new copy of a video game, and you're about to put that in a box and send it to somebody's house, can't you pause and go, hey, this is really going to piss that guy off and make him waste his time having to return it to the store? What customer is going to get that and go, yeah, this is acceptable as a brand new video game?
I feel like you should be allowed to check a box on your profile for ordering. That's like, I'm a retarded pain in the ass.
Yes.
So then they would know, oh, wait, we can't ship this to him. Let's ship it to somebody else who ordered it and doesn't want to wait for the new versions to come in. Like me, like anybody else.
Some like some of the toy companies, you can get like special I'm an asshole shipping, which is like if the box shows up dented, I'm going to scream. So here's an extra $20 to package it real nice.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those guys.
Oh, you'd be okay with a dented box?
I'm okay with like a slight amount of like, it went through the mail, I get it. But I do want the actual, I want the actual case for the game.
All right.
They even sent me a couple games that, are not sealed, but they're still technically brand new. They're shelf copies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, at least they're in decent enough condition.
What was that game called?
But then there's some other Octopath.
Path? That's it?
For PS4.
For PS4. Okay.
Yeah. You can hit the shopping tab.
Shopping. All right. Hold on. Wait, is this it?
Yes.
So this is what you're like shitting and crying about? Is this fucking this box?
Yes.
Do you want me to print this out?
Well,
I don't have a color printer, I guess.
See, you don't have a color printer, and I would have to get nice paper, and it would have to be, the shiny paper. Regardless,
what do you do with the box? Chicks are not even like, they have no tits.
No, she's got kind of something over there.
Where? In the back?
Yeah, you don't know.
For anime? Barely.
It's a nice thing to look. Then you put it on the shelf and you go,
oh, because this cat bitch. I see what the deal is.
Look at that.
All
look
right.
at that.
I see what's going on.
I want that cat ass.
Do you think you're this guy?
I am that guy.
Fucking.
He's got a cool hat.
Lupin,
just like me.
Fucking turd
Lupin
over here.
The turd. That's me with my cool cape.
Do you like
cool
look at
hat.
this and reflect upon it?
I don't want.
Who gives a shit about this?
Then
dumb
why even
box?
put it in a case? Why not just throw the fucking disc in a box? Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
download it?
Why put them on a shelf? I'll just throw them around my house.
Yeah, actually, why put them on a shelf? Stop. Throw all that shit away.
All I know is, man, one time I went to a GameStop and because again, the employees have to be like, they have to hire stupid people who just care so much about video games that they're willing to work at this obviously terrible job.
All right.
So you go in there and they just want to, you remember your problem? Employees who want to be your friend?
Yeah, retail employees, yeah.
I always get that at GameStop. They always want to talk to me. And one guy, maybe they look at me and they think I'm a kindred spirit or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
One guy was like, you need any help? I'm like, no, I'm good. And he's like, oh, you checking that game out, huh? I'm like,
it's got a little cat whore on it.
I don't know. And then
check
I put it back. He's like, well, have you checked out this? And I'm like, and I had to go to this guy and go, bro, you got to stop. He was really taken aback.
Hamas
he tried to talk to me like 5-6 times. I'm like, you can't be doing this. I'm like, you gotta figure out how to read a customer who does not want to talk to you.
Did you hurt his feelings?
Yeah, he was really like, well, I was just trying to be helpful. I'm like, yeah, but I hate it. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah.
I just want to look at stuff.
I don't want you fucking on my shoulder, hitting me up and making me think about your shit. I'm thinking about my own shit. Stop talking to me.
Now that I think about it, I remember his face. He was really hurt. I think he thought, like, good, I'm the best employee. All the customers love me. And I finally was just like, dude, you can't be doing this.
Did you leave or did you continue enjoying your boxes?
I kept looking around because I finally shut the fuck up and I could look at what was, I wanted to look at.
Yeah.
And he just kind of went by the counter, like pouted and like looked at me the whole time.
Did you buy anything?
No.
Good.
I was like, these prices fucking suck, which is another reason GameStop sucks.
What if it closed down? Would you be pissed off?
No, because the other problem is like there used to be all these like mom and pop game stores, but now there's none of those left. And a lot of that is just GameStop came in and it's like the monopoly and all that shit. The margins on the new video games, like all the mom and pop shops, they can't sell like new video games because the margins they get They get a video game for like $55 that they sell for $60. They make like $5 off a new game.
It's like bars will never go away for me.
Yeah.
But video game stores went away for you because they don't have a good way to stay around. Like bars can just keep charging me for liquor and I'll pay it no matter what.
The only thing keeping some video game stores around is that there's been a big influx of like collectors when they can pay stupid amounts of money for old shit. But even that's running dry.
But then, like, you still have to carry shit around. Like, if you could just go there and just pay $40 for the experience.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They don't have it. I don't know what that is, but
yeah,
maybe $8 Mountain Dews or something.
They got the game stores that do well have like events, and there's one in what do you call it, Burbank. Actually, because LA, it's kind of cool. Like all the voice actors live out here, so you can get all the voice actors to sign your video game. I got the little trans kid who plays Shinji Ikari in Evangelion now to sign all my Evangelion video games.
How old is the character they play in Evangelion?
Well, I think the actor is like he was at the time when I met him like a 17-year-old kid, so it fit.
How old's the character?
14? Pretty close.
Okay.
I met him and I was like, I'm going to be friends with the guy who plays Shinji Ikari. We had like a little back and forth.
Friends?
Well, I wanted to be I wanted him in my circle,
No.
But
I don't want to be friends with any 17-year-old.
Then I realized he's just like I don't know. He's like one of these far left kind of guys,
Oh, yeah. He supports
like,
Palestine.
I'm like, this guy does not want to follow me on Twitter. I'm not going to be friends with Shinji Ikari.
All right.
I did tell him to watch Hideaki Anno's Godzilla movie, which he hadn't seen.
What's that?
Hideaki Anno is the guy who directed Evangelion, and he also now directs actual films, and his Godzilla film is very good. You should watch it as well.
Which one is that, though?
Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla?
It's a Japanese film.
Oh, okay.
Called Shin
Recent?
Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla?
Within maybe the last 5 years.
Shin
Godzilla. I think it means Devil Godzilla.
Oh.
2016.
This is it?
Oh, you got to see Shin Godzilla, bro.
Okay.
Let's watch Shin Godzilla tonight.
Not tonight. We could do a review. We got to do a review of the Marvels, too.
Yeah, I think that
movie will be good.
Maybe. Brie Larson's not like a terrible actress. The Quartering just hates her because he's a misogynist.
Because he wants to be her. That's why.
Probably.
He's jealous.
He's gone off the deep end.
The Quartering?
Yeah.
He's just nuts.
Attacking Andy Signore, who's currently streaming face down because he had eye
Quartering's
surgery.
attacking Andy Signore for his eye surgery.
Yeah.
Quartering's never had a hard day in his life.
No, not really. I don't think.
Andy Signore's providing for a family.
Yeah.
Having eye surgery
Quartering
problems.
doesn't have any kids or anything, huh?
I don't know.
You'd think him as like a big...
I know he has no philosophy.
Not that I've been able to recognize.
Okay, our problems are GameStop.
Counting dead kids.
Bad neighbors.
Yeah.
And pimples on your nose.
And Vito's lack of awareness as to Israeli-Palestinian politics.
It's not a problem. I'm not saying
I just like the Jews, man.
Yeah. I know.
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop killing their kids.
You see how,
and if they kill your kids,
you see how the Jews talking, or they're not all, the Israeli military, like, well, they're using human shields.
Right.
It's like, well, can you not shoot then? No. Well, how are we going to shoot?
How are we going to shoot them?
How are we going to shoot if we're not supposed to hit the human shields? Well, just don't shoot. Well, how would you feel if a terrorist was holding your kid and they were trying to kill your kids? Wouldn't you want us to shoot them? What?
I just think everybody should knock it off. Just knock it off. Next time you feel like launching a missile at anybody, just go, who does that?
Hey, man, in America, we have to live with a whole bunch of motherfuckers that I hate.
Do what I did to that guy in
and
GameStop.
that I know want to kill me.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should just buy guns and knock the walls down and nut up and figure out how to kill them before they kill you. Instead of stop being such big pussies about everything. Get guns. Get a little hooker gun.
Get a little
Desert Eagle.
Gun.
That's a Jewish gun. Whole country, guns.
They make great guns.
I'm not over here going, we need to wall up Skid Row because everyone there wants to kill me.
Have there been any Krav Maga situations?
For me?
No, I mean in this current war. Have there been any cool videos of Jewish guys like Krav Maga? The Hamas
no, they kind of
guys?
just like execute them with machine guns and shit.
I just always thought it was like silly that they're like, in the Israeli Self-Defense Force, they have this extreme martial art called Krav Maga's their thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what are they going to use that for?
Jacking each other off.
Are they going to wrestle the fucking terrorists?
They're going to wrestle the... Krav Maga, sometimes you have 6, 7 Palestinian kids that you need to choke, kill, break their necks. That's what Krav Maga is.
I'm always like, this seems like a useless... They have guns. Like,
maybe you guys need some guns.
Yeah, just give them another gun. Do you want to learn Krav Maga, or do you want to get 2 guns?
Can you believe they kidnapped all those whores? Yeah. Did you buy all the other whores' guns? No.
No.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I hope we get some Krav Maga, like, oh, this terrorist came in, he thought he was gonna handle these guys, and they just Krav Maga the shit out of him, you know?
Wait, which you hope that
like
an
a Krav
IDF
Maga,
guy
he
is
tries
surrounded by little kids and he's
he
Krav
Krav Maga's them all.
It picks up one of the kids, it's like Matrix time.
I want a John Wick type situation.
Whack!
The camera's spinning 360 degrees.
All right.
What a show.
Here's some voicemails. Then we'll read your super chats. Get your super chats in now. I don't want to be fucking delayed, refreshing all night, waiting for super chats. Get the super chats in right fucking now. Okay, here we go.
Here's the question of the week. Do you think wheelchair people watch wheelchair people porn? Because I've never seen that on Pornhub. Or do they watch regular human porn? All right.
I like the idea that people in wheelchairs are not regular humans.
You like that idea?
Well, that's what's insinuated there.
So funny that you had to repeat that joke.
Well, I don't know if people got that. I don't know if they got the same thing out of that as I
Not
did.
as sophisticated as you when it comes to...
What a show. How many Diet Vito fucking voicemails?
Listening to Vito talk about how he's losing weight and his diet process is the most frustrating fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
He's always like just going on generalities like, well, maybe, I'm eating less meat. I get the beef and broccoli instead of the orange chicken.
Got beef and broccoli
like
this
doing
week,
these
too.
arbitrary choices.
Yeah.
When, it's literally the simplest thing ever. You just count how many calories you eat and make sure it's less than the calories you burn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? But every time people try to diet, they just try to fucking put it under this rule where oh, maybe if I just cut out this kind of food or cut out this kind of food, then I'll magically lose weight. Guess what? Chances are, if you cut something out, you're probably just going to eat more of something else. You have to count your fucking calories and just make sure that you stay under a threshold. And you will fucking lose weight. Jesus Christ. You heard of girl math, gay math, boy math, stupid math. This is Vito math, fat math. Fucking vote it up.
Vito, it's calories in, calories out.
Okay. How many calories out did I have today?
You? Probably 1,400.
Probably.
Maybe, yeah.
So you don't know. There's no way to calculate.
How many do you think? What's
but
the range?
I'm saying, when you say, just count how many, you just need more coming in than are going out or whatever.
Right.
There's no way to know how many are going out. It's all fucking estimates.
Well, there's a way you can ballpark it.
Yeah, that's all it is ballparking it. That's what I'm doing, and it's not working, obviously. So I'm trying other fucking methods of playing this shitty baseball game where I go, well, I guess I didn't have enough of a calorie deficit there, so let me try eating.
What do you mean there?
By getting the what? I don't know, getting the beef and broccoli, okay?
Yeah, but how many, how are you controlling the calories out?
You mean am I walking, or I use the exercise bike?
How long?
30 minutes.
A what?
A day.
You do?
Yes.
Oh. You promise?
Yes.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Got to bump that up.
I think also I got to get on testosterone. I think getting on testosterone might help.
Okay.
Is that crazy?
No.
It's been I've been trying to get on it for a year, and there's just been all these fucking stupid hurdles. It makes no sense.
What do you mean? Like what?
Like
health insurance?
Yeah, or then they're like, do these labs, and I do the labs, and they go, oh, we got the labs back, but they didn't work. And then I do it again, and they go, oh those ones also aren't good.
You got to just buy it illegally.
Basically.
Yeah.
And they're like, you have heightened liver enzymes. I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, we don't know. I'm like, okay, can you just give it to me now?
Can you find a man, please?
And they're like, no, you have to get that checked first.
Yeah.
I should have just gotten it illegally from day one. I don't know why I've been going through this process for
it's a waste of time.
Yes.
I mostly avoided this Eric July drama until now, but I finally watched the Ricada stream, and this stupid motherfucker has that fucking annoying speech tick of what it is. That's what it is that I'm saying. You didn't understand what it is that I'm saying, lawyer man. You don't understand what it is. It sounds like a goddamn ESL student, and he writes like an ESL student who's actually retarded. Go fuck yourself, dick. Love you, Vito.
I love you too.
It's wonderful. Wonderful.
You know what I didn't realize about ISOM too, because I only read through it once when we did that review. Yeah. He has so many panels that have no writing at all. It's just like ISOM sitting in a car or walking to a place.
Yeah.
And I'm like working on my comic, and I'm like, oh man, it sucks that I can only fit this much dialogue per box. Because writing is obviously the most exciting part of this, having my characters say things and interact with each other.
Yeah.
That the idea of having a comic page with no dialogue on it at all, I'm like, what's the fucking point of that? I mean, yes, sparingly.
What's the fucking point of it?
But that's like the whole book is like nobody saying anything the whole time.
Yeah.
Did you see his tweet where he said the most exciting part of making comics is coming up with characters? And I went, oh my God, he's a 5-year-old. He's literally a 5-year-old sitting around being like, he's like Spider-Man, but he has a sword and the sword's on fire and also he could shoot venom. Like, that's the part of the process that
That sounds like a good idea, Vito.
He is Christian.
Spider-Man with a sword.
Stop it.
Shoots fire on the sword.
Mr. Avery.
Ooh-wee. Maybe you name it after me, Avery. I was going to make a character of my own, actually.
Mr. Avery.
Little boy that I'm going to call ISOM. Stands for I Suck Off Men.
No,
I don't know
it
if you knew
doesn't
that.
stand
Stands for I Suck Off Men. Everybody in my time knows about it. It's totally cool to be gay and suck off men. Actually, men love it.
Yeah.
It would be weird if men did not love other men sucking men off, because most men benefit from that. Don't you think? Vito, don't you think that would be weird?
I do think that would be weird.
Don't
Mr.
you think
Avery.
it'd be weird if men were upset by men sucking men off? Because most men in that situation benefit. It's always been a theory of mine, Avery. I think my name was Knox, that I said before. It's always been a theory of mine that it's weird for men to get so upset unless they themselves would like to suck off men.
Have you read the comic yet, Mr. Avery?
Oh, I can't read. Thank God, I can't read.
Stop. Always goes one step too far.
It's not too far. That's
teach
totally
me about
normal
reading
in
yet.
my time, actually.
I know. Jesus Christ. All right, well, that was Mr. Avery Knox, the great-grandfather.
The father of Isom. The father of
How did they find
Isom.
the grave of Isom? How did that...
Well, you just look it up on the computer machine. I don't know what sort of wizardry there is.
I can't believe they found...
Why'd you want to read anyway? Read a bunch of gay books.
Yeah.
Do bullshit. Get woke. I don't want to. Not for me. I don't even want to accidentally read. You know, you can't even turn it off. They say once the reading gets in your head, you cannot turn it off. No, thank you.
What sort of entertainment would you enjoy in your time?
Like throwing rocks.
That's your whole time entertainment? Throwing rocks?
You probably couldn't throw a rock for shit.
I guess not.
You fucko. You try to throw a rock.
Okay.
Try to hit me with a rock. I'll dodge it. Whee! Like this. Let me see if I can dodge it real quickly. Like this. Whee! Uh-oh. Whoops. Doesn't work. Uh-oh.
Okay.
It moved. Hold on one moment,
What do you
please.
mean it moved?
Uh-oh. There we go.
Hey.
That's better. Throwing rocks, bending over, touching my toes, things like that.
Why do I feel like this bit's going to get us in trouble?
Get us in trouble for what? Just an old man. Southern man from the South.
Thank God Ripaverse Goalpost isn't allowed to post about us anymore. Thank fucking God.
Ripaverse Goalpost got totally bitched out by
Ethan Van Sava and Nick Ricciardo, bitch Ripa versus Goalpost out, and they caved like a bitch. Oh,
Thank God.
man. I haven't seen nothing like that. And
I don't want anyone clipping this. Jesus fucking
why don't you
Christ.
clip these nuts? How about that?
Oh, my God.
Ah! Wow, that's a cool guy.
Can't believe we were a blast from the past. Mr. Avery Knox visiting from all the way back in who even knows. Apparently slavery times.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah?
I think
Good.
so.
I don't fucking know.
Can someone tell me what year that was? I think it was like 1860 something.
Well, guys, what a show. We've learned a lot. Don't forget to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show. Don't forget to get your pledge in at patreon.com/biggestproblem.
Which one was your favorite cutout so far? Is it Scott Adams or Avery?
What other ones were there?
Sergeant Slaughter.
Scott Adams was pretty good.
Scott Adams is good.
Scott Adams is pretty good. I know you had a Buster Baxter one. I feel like there's one we're missing, though.
Well, all right, get your super chats in, everyone.
This is going to be a nightmare.
Holy shit.
What episode is this?
110.
Oh, my God.
I think. All right.
All right, turkey sandwich for $5. This is to offset my taxes going to Israel. Please forward this money to Hamas.
Done.
Coup for $2. Thank you all for not killing yourselves. Coup for $5. I imagine with everything going on with ISOM, it's got to be fairly fed up with ISOM shenanigans. Thank you, ISOM, for not killing yourself. On the John for 10, 2 weeks ago on the Dick Show, the man known as the Niggler plugged my Twitter as his own. He is a liar. Now I'm being harassed every day. Please stop calling me that. For the love of God, my job could see.
Oh, wait a minute. I do have Niggler. Speaking of, I have Niggler.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Inshallah. Hello, Dick Masterson and Vito Giswaldi.
Is he doing a new character?
It is me, a representative of Hamas.
This is Hamas.
Please just phoning
this is
in
not the
to
Niggler.
say we love your podcast.
Yeah.
The biggest problem in the universe.
Oh.
My imam loves it when you do this call to prayer bit
No.
with the animals you make your kids fight with. The
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Please keep doing. It's very, very funny. Anyways, sounds like Israel is about to bomb another hospital.
Yeah, more of that. More of that.
All right, kids.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Get
good
into
jokes.
the hospital. Get into the hospital. Thank you. Goodbye.
Hospital should have thought of that.
That was
before they
that's our
attacked
fan
Israel.
from Hamas. Okay.
Here's another one.
All right, here.
Hey, hello. Biggest problem in the universe. Hey, hello.
Did you say
it is
oy
me,
vey?
President Netanyahu.
Oh, wow.
we
You sound
just
like the
wanted
Hamas guy.
to phone in and let you know that your podcast is best.
This is your Jewish voice?
Oh, ever so cheeky, you. Very funny.
Okay.
And we thank you, Vito. You're a real mensch for keeping him in line.
You're welcome.
Anyway,
Mr. Netanyahu.
I've got to go turn off some utilities for some renters in the Gaza Strip who aren't
Sure.
paying their rent on time, if you know what I mean. Goodbye, everyone. Enjoy
can't
the
play
show.
this.
What a great bit. The show that just brings you the comedy stylings of Mr. Netanyahu. I'm glad we played those.
Wasn't a very good Netanyahu impression.
Kind of sounded like the Hamas guy.
Netanyahu.
It was that, well, maybe he sounds like that. We got any speeches from this guy?
Let's see. Do we have any speeches from Netanyahu?
Right there, Prime Minister of Israel. Is that him?
It's on X.
On X.
Could be fake.
Statement from Benjamin Netanyahu. Here we go. Does he sound like a...
Did he have to walk up? Why was
it's
that?
dramatic. It's fun. Hit
Hello.
the listening button.
Don't you think that like why did he have to?
I don't know. If I'm the editor, I'd do that. That's a nice, you do the big.
What do you mean, big what?
I don't know. The big entrance. Should
look
have
at the way
flares
he's
going up.
Look at the way Netanyahu's looking though. Like he doesn't know. It's all he doesn't know like when he's at the podium in the right spot. He's looking. That's the way my dog looks at me when I get up in the morning. She doesn't know if she's getting fed yet.
Yeah,
like that.
Is he going to speak in? I guess he is going to speak in English.
Well, who's this message for? Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
אזרחי ישראל.
Oh, never mind.
שבת שלום לכם.
Shabbat shalom.
שבת שלום לכוחותינו. כוחותינו שפרוסים ברחבי...
Sounds different here.
Okay, let me see if in the voicemail how he sounds.
His best podcast.
I don't think that sounds like the same guy.
ושקיבלו את השבת בשטח.
Well, he's kind of listening to music and stuff
Yeah.
and getting loose, maybe.
I think that might be an authentic voicemail from Mr. Benjamin Netanyahu.
All right.
Coming to us all the way from Israel, our favorite place that we love. Let's see.
Stop saying, now you're putting me in a self-defense Hamas situation.
We love all countries.
I wish an asteroid would hit the Earth every day.
Well, there you go. Scroll up a little bit. Dumb username for 2. Fun fact, only female mosquitoes drink blood.
Yep.
LP Dirty T for 2. I'm here for my weekly dose of professional help. Peter Hansman for 5. My grandpa was the famous farmer Old MacDonald. I can't wait to write my comic McDonald's about him and his bitch wife.
Boom.
Well, that's how it works.
My grandpa was Thomas Eric July is gay. That was his name.
Well, my great-grandpa, Costco Jones Giswaldi.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had a dream of opening a big box retailer. And I'm going to do right by Mr. Costco.
That's cool.
That's how it works. Red for 5. Jihad, the Internal Revenue Service. Talbir, Alu Akbar. Okay.
Takbir Alu Akbar. Takbir Alu Akbar. Takbir Alu Akbar. Jihad, 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 jihad. Jihad, the Internal Revenue Service. Takbir.
We're going to get put on a watch list. Dumb username for 2. Bring back the veto tied to a bomb countdown. No, this is a terrible way to open a show.
Got it.
Great guy Gabe for $7 Canadian, a la snack bar. Diamond G for $5.55. Yes. Admiral Nelson for 2. Happy Jihad Day. Nate Ring for 5. My great-great-great-great-great-great-grandpappy was also a half-white man named Isam.
Wow.
John Riffs for 5. I'm making a comic about my grandpa. His name was Batman, Super Mario, Olive Garden, Castlevania 3.
It's not long enough, guys. That's not long enough. What else you got? Come on.
Glory 5. How about a live show in Seattle?
No.
Why not?
All right.
Seattle's not that hard to get to.
What do you mean? Not
we're on the same coast. It's not like a long plane ride or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
They got that cool game store there.
What game store is that?
Pink Gorilla. And the guy
right.
who owns it is a fan of the show, and he was supposed to come to our live show, but he had to work, I guess.
Well, then, maybe we have to work, too. We can't come to Seattle if you can't come to our show.
The live shows are fun. They make me feel like I'm doing something.
Yeah, I know, but they're a lot of work.
Well,
for me, it's a lot of work.
Like what?
Setting it up, selling the tickets, setting up for the show, doing like a whole weekend of shit, dropping the dog off.
Okay. Well, for me, I have nothing going on.
I know.
So I just drop everything and I just go to a fucking live show. Oh, whatever. I think Seattle would be cool. Joe Cool for 2. I sure hope no jihadis hit any warehouses.
Me too.
Yeah, me too. Young Lord for 2, but it's always the juice. Leighton Gay for 5. Eric July drama is the funniest shit all year.
It is.
It won't stop. John Riffs. Do you think it's going to stop now?
No, dude. This lawsuit will go on for months. And he's gonna lose.
I don't think you think it's not set that he's gonna lose.
He has no money and he's retarded. What do you mean?
Yeah, but he could hire a guy who's not retarded.
But he has no money.
Lawyer.
Who would represent that retard? He never shuts up and he's dumb.
What do you think it would cost to defend yourself in a trademark lawsuit?
$150,000.
Who told you this?
It cost me $50,000 to defend myself against Maddox.
Yeah, and you're not a company, so. It would cost
I mean,
more.
And mine was just $50,000 to get it immediately booted.
Immediately booted.
His is going to be depositions, discovery, financials, and he hasn't been doing any of it because he's dumb. Like you guys, everybody, the reason why I have always been right on all this Eric stuff so far is because I know he is a stupid ex-gangbanger criminal. And and I'm thinking of him like that and treating him like this, and everybody else is always so surprised because they're like, oh, he's just like a YouTube content creator, just like us. No, wrong. He's an idiot. He spent all his money stupidly. He's doing stupid shit. He's hiring his friends, pissing money away, and doing dumb, arrogant shit. I know he will fuck up the lawsuit for those reasons.
I guess I just wonder, like, at some point, is he going to go, hey, I think I just keep shooting myself in the foot. Maybe I'll just shut up and focus on my comic again.
Oh, what good will that do? His comic sucks.
Well,
Alpha Core, stupid, gonna tank.
It might be
Who the
good.
fuck will buy that?
People who like Mike Barron. Oh, wait, no. What's the guy? Chuck Dixon, creator of Bane.
I'm gonna do a hotline coming out before Alpha Core. That's 1-900 I need a dad, and it's for all of Eric July's fans. They can call me and pretend that I'm their dad.
Sure.
They could give me a little info about who you think your dad was before he left you, and I'll do an accent and talk about like life and stuff. And then you have to
sports teams he liked.
Yeah. The Ravens. Depending on when he left you, right?
Dad,
been
you
the
been keeping
Raiders.
up with the Cubbies? Oh, of course, son.
Not the Cubs, if you know. Maybe the White Sox, but it's not the Cubs.
All right, I get where you're going with
And then
that.
sales. I don't need a dad
I don't need a
anymore.
dad
I have this
anymore.
other pretend dad that's cheaper.
Hey, it's not $100 a month.
And now I'm leaving you too.
We'll see, man. I don't know. It just keeps...
He's a fucking idiot.
I know. I just don't know how much of... I mean, like, he's a real big idiot, but at a certain point, like...
Nope.
I mean, that's the thing is I keep coming back to Maddox, and, you looked at Maddox, you went, well, he's going to figure out eventually that he's just fucking...
No.
He's going to figure out eventually that, like, his friends that were previously associated
That's
with
why
him
nobody
are now
wants
embarrassed to be
Palestinians
around
in their
with him.
country because
Yeah.
Utah imported Maddox's family. Look at that. Trash.
Eric July is reaching the point in the Maddox arc where remember when Maddox was like friends with like a bunch of other YouTube guys or whatever
Yeah.
else, and they would go on his podcast or whatever the fuck else. He's getting to the point where they're going, kind of embarrassed to be associated.
I remember
with
that
this
point
guy.
with Maddox.
Yeah. I see some of the guys in his circle being like, maybe let's not talk about the Ripaverse this week. I don't want to promote that right now.
I don't know. I saw that guy at the church. He seemed like a really nice guy. I feel bad. I hate Dick, but I really feel bad about that.
I also feel like Eric should have just answered his email. But
This is everybody knows like that toy on the playground, that big I don't know what it is, that big carousel, that wheel
the
where
one
you
that
spin
spins. They don't let you have that anymore.
Probably not, but you know how you remember spinning it, you'd grab it and you go and you put it in.
Yeah.
And then you start going.
Are you trying to explain the concept of momentum right now?
Yeah. And this is I can feel it with Eric. I finally got it stopped. I finally got it stopped. Now it's going the other way.
Slowly reversing.
Like that.
I mean, because there's just no denying it at this point. It's like, this guy's a dummy. He's a dummy.
Yeah.
And here's the other problem is that we made everybody read the comic. Because for the longest time, everyone's like, well, I'm just not going to read it. And now they're reading it. Honestly, the smartest thing he ever did was not make a digital copy.
Yeah.
Because I saw that one leaked on like 4chan. Everyone's like, well, if it's on 4chan, I might as well read it. And they're all like, oh my God, it really is dog shit. John Riffs for 5. There's an old interview where this woman asks Eric we got ISOM from. He seemed lost, then said it's an acronym that will be revealed later.
Oh, so he did steal it from the church, and he's making up all this ISOM stuff.
If someone has that clip, that's pretty valuable. I would be
Send it to
interested
the
in that.
ISOM church. Gather up all the evidence. Gather up all evidence that Eric is disparaging them and hurting their brand, and also all of the people who say that they're Christians that are his fans and that now they hate ISOM. Gather all of that and send it to ISOM, the ministry.
Why did he make a video about it? Just handle it.
Do I need to pull up Jesse Lee Peterson again?
If I was in a trademark dispute, I would just be like, well, this is something nobody's going to be interested in because it's, boring legal stuff. I'll just handle it normally. And
they're trying to go after my family name.
I did see the part in his video where it's always like, well, I have employees. I'm like, well, they got employees, man.
Oh, did you see this one employee?
What?
Hold on.
See, this is...
Why did you not watch my stream?
I watched part of your stream.
That's not watching my
I
stream.
hang out with you every week.
I'll get
okay?
half of my dick in somebody.
How many of my YouTube videos have you watched this month?
Every single one.
Yeah, which one did you like the best?
The last one.
Thank you. It was a good one. I made a video about ISOM. You didn't watch that.
Oh, I did.
Oh, yeah?
You just spent the whole thing like how much you want Eric to not be destroyed.
It's not apologizing. I just said I'm expressing that I don't care about his fucking... You care about the trademark. I don't care. I just think he's stupid. I care insofar as it reveals his moronicism. I don't care the actual outcome.
This is Eric July's warehouse operations manager.
Mm-hmm. Why do you have just his eye? Why are his eyes different sizes? Is that what you're pointing out?
Well, which way are they? What's he looking at?
I don't know.
How many cameras is he looking at? Hold on, let me find it.
Okay.
What is what? What is that?
Yeah, why do you have that image?
I just paused it during his
you saw that his eyes don't focus on one point in
space.
they're
pointing in different they're pointing into different fucking time zones.
That's
what's his name? Young Ripa.
Yeah, wrong. Ripa 59.
59. Okay. Our statement.
I'm going to be honest.
It's 13 minutes of like I don't know, man. Yeah, you're right. I should have watched it.
You should have watched all this stuff.
I watched.
This is all you're doing. It's all your fault. You should be enjoying it.
It's all your fault.
You did it all on purpose. Okay, here we go. Here's retard. Here's
is this when he show? Is he just showing pictures of his employees?
Yeah, after he calls the Christian ministry
fake. Why is this one crying?
Why is this douchebag wearing a Japanese fucking shirt with a ring? What is he from, like Ed Hardy Land, like Barbie Land, except it's Ed Hardy verse? Oh, here's my fucking guitar that I have. Just want to make sure everybody knows I'm a musician.
So weird.
Except I'm not. I'm a fucking bass player. I don't even know how to play this shit.
Oh, is that the bass guy?
Duh.
Is that his head of operations or whatever?
Yeah.
Working dream jobs in an industry that...
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. This happened to me last night.
Use these. You can go frame by frame.
Oh, really?
I was trying to find that last night and no one would help me.
Oh, I told you that before. You can also... You're probably going to have to go... You
employees
can hold
and
it
contractors
also.
that are working dream jobs.
Here we go.
In an industry...
Where's he looking?
His eyes are a little chanked up. All right, I get it. Keep going. Go frame by frame.
Good.
He's got some
new eyeballs on those eyelids.
Look, one of his eyes is more open than the other. I'll say that.
What? I didn't do his eyes like that.
He's got a crack team working over.
Operations manager.
Hey,
buddy, where'd you put the... So then I played all the Spaceballs guys with the crossed eyes.
Everyone go watch Dick's Rumble stream.
You're not having any fun with this at all.
I'm having fun. It's exhausting. I don't know how you're not exhausted.
Because I feed off pain.
You're probably like me. I'm getting like dozens of DMs from everybody going, you see the new thing there? You see the new thing there? I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, I know. It's like, it's too much. It's too much. It never stops. It's exhausting.
You're insane.
Go up. Let's see. Live show in Seattle. Okay. Icon buckets for 2. I jihaded against white women today.
Yes, jihad white women.
White
women in general.
Corey Mullins for 5 says, happy Leif Erikson Day, guys. Not many people know that his brother was an explorer, too. Okay, I get what you're doing. Beef Erickson first discovered. Yeah, that was a good try. Just Old Joe for 2. Lawsuit of jihad. Isam Akbar. Red for 2. If only Hamas had some rock star lawyers.
Yeah.
Icon Bucket for $2 says, this is $1,000. Let us pray.
Okay, $2. All right.
Bazooka for 10. Drove from Alaska to the Carolinas this past week with the wife, and listening to the biggest problem the whole way helped keep us sane. Keep up the good work, partners.
Thank you. Kick her out. Leave her at a gas station.
No. That's
Dump that bitch,
my
dear.
favorite super chat is that people, put on the show and have something to listen to. Because I got nothing to listen to.
Just the sound of the exercise bike.
Yeah, just going around and around. I can't find any good podcasts. Coach Cake for 5. Inshallah, Eric will perish before Allah. David Gomez for 5. $5 for Allah's jihad against Eric, his partners, and mince floppy knockies. YouTube censors jihad. Well, you guys, all right. ASE presents for $41. Is that the amount of money he taped to Eric Schwann's building?
Yeah.
Bunnies, now I know I can do whatever I want forever and no one can ever stop me.
Yep.
That's not
You
the
can do whatever you want.
That's not.
That's the American dream.
Hollywood for $20 towards a Southern preacher rant about Disney Lorcana. Thanks for the laugh, boys. That's a twist on the
Southern
call to
preacher.
prayer.
I'll write that down.
How much Disney Lorcana have you purchased, Dick?
I don't know what that is.
It's the new Disney card game.
Oh.
So it's like Pokemon, but with Mickey Mouse and Elsa.
Okay. Elsa?
It's got all the Disney stuff.
All right.
The princesses, Goofy.
Is Gaston on there?
I'm sure at some point he will be if he's not already. You want a foil Gaston card?
No, I hate foil.
I like foils.
You can't. This looks shitty.
Does look shitty.
Can't really see it. It's like, well, and then they do like a reverse foil where they just foil the border. You're like, what the fuck is this?
We should play some Magic. I've been building some decks. Code Guy for 10. Vito hates human rights. There are Palestinians being hunted like dogs in the street. This is what someone like Vito wants war to be. And then he goes on to say, fair treatment of civilians doesn't matter to Vito. I think we got to come up with...
Just stop reading it when you notice it. You don't have to placate them or, pander to them.
Well, maybe people in the audience want to know what clever attempt was made.
Doesn't matter. Just make it seem like a retarded person stroked out and then sent the thing. Who cares? They failed. You failed. You lost.
Good day, sir. Manny Muskets for 10. I would have spent this money at the bar, but I got turned around because I lost my ID. Oh, that's the biggest problem in the universe.
No shit.
Forgetting your ID at the bar.
Manny does not look under 31.
Dude, I there was a period of time I lost my license and I was like, man, I don't want to go to DMV. And I was like, but look at me. Who's going to card me? And then I would get carded because it's fucking LA and they're fucking douchebags.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Gut for 2. It's not ironic. It's merely coincidental. Yeah, that's correct. Coach Cake for 5. That Burrs. I was trying to actually think. I'm like, is there any way it could be considered ironic? And I'm like, I don't think so at all. Coach Cake for 5. That Burberry backwoods pack hitting that pussy smell like a Hellcat V8.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a lyric from something? Robin Turner for 10 Canadian. When are you going to have Sven Stoffels on to talk about his comic Butch Killigan?
I don't know.
I'll make a list. I've been making a list of potential guests.
Oh, I know that guy. I was going to have him on my show. He's pretty extreme. I don't think you want
Adam Martin says, for 5, will we be getting Super Killer #1 before the end of the year?
No. Not even before next year. It's never coming out. Vito's got the money. He spent it on Gatorade. You guys
We're working
up.
on it, but you're not getting it. You're not getting it before the end of the year. Nate Ring for 5. The Ripa drama is the funniest.
That's kind of crazy, though. Like, you got to be able to pump out comics.
Yeah, well, I mean,
6 months, 4 months minimum, 3 months probably.
That's the plan.
Well, but it didn't work. The plan didn't work.
Yes, the plan didn't work.
You got to pump that shit out.
Yeah, well, I got
1 month, boom, done, out.
I got to find more artists, and I got to figure out how to motivate these art guys to get shit done quicker.
One artist, boom, done.
I have one artist. But it doesn't,
out the door.
Doesn't go as quick as you want,
You gotta.
If I was drawing it myself, look, I'd spend every hour drawing it, but I'm not drawing. Nah, because it looked like dog shit. I got to pay a guy.
Doesn't matter. You got.
And I got a guy who's good, but he's also a guy who's busy. So I got to figure out. I got to work around his schedule.
You got to get that shit out.
So that's the weird thing is everyone's like, why aren't you working on your comic? And it's like, I can't draw it. I have to pay a guy to draw it. I'm doing everything, surrounding it and getting all the production figured out or whatever else.
You can write more stories. Boom.
I'm
Get
doing
a story
that.
out.
That's
Boom.
happening.
Here's a story.
That's happening.
It's out.
It's
Boom.
all happening. It's going to be great. Everybody, here's the thing.
It's taking a long time. People are going, where the fuck's that comic?
Stop negging me on this. All right? Look. First of all, even if it does take whatever...
It's taking a long time.
No, it's not. We haven't even reached the date I said that it would come out yet, okay? And it's still possible we'll hit that date. That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping we hit that date. Okay? But at the end of the day, obviously I can take whatever I learned from this process, and then the next one we do it quicker.
Well, Vito, at least you tried your best.
All right,
that's what I always say.
Mr.
At least you tried your best with the funny papers.
Look, am I going to
Maybe it's a little late.
Would I be
No
the
big
first
deal.
guy? Would I be the first guy whose crowdfunding comic was a little late? Okay?
Better late than dead. That's what I always say.
There you go. Better late than dead. And I don't even think it's going to be late. All right, we're working on it. I just want people to, look.
I need it. I need my comic that I ordered.
It's coming. I get people who are like, well, if you don't get it out immediately, Eric July wins. And I'm like, this is not about beating Eric July.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
You better fucking get on. You better realize that it is about beating Eric July.
It's not about
if
beating
your
Eric
comic is
July.
not better than Eric July's, you fucking lose and I lose.
No, that's not what this is about.
Yes, it is. It's 100% about that.
Okay, first of all, I do think it will be better than ISOM.
It better be.
Because that is a very low bar to clear. I'm very confident in that.
Yeah, but it's goofball. He's got like this goofy energy to it. Like
What,
I'm
goofy?
nostalgic about ISOM because it's so retarded and bad. You have to beat that. It's like Troll 2.
I think we can beat that bar pretty easily.
You better be.
But it's not. Look,
all you had to do is give that chick enormous tits. I told you this before.
She's got decently
No, it's got to
sized
be
tits.
ridiculous, distracting. Like, what the fuck? Why? I'm going to come on every page. This is not even realistic how big these tits are.
Very well-sized breasts. You're going to get a little hanky-panky action or whatever towards the end of the book.
Don't call it that. That's
not
turn off.
hanky-panky.
That's gross.
You're going to see a little bit of Zimbazangers.
It's got to be ridiculous. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the point. Okay?
Like woodshop teacher in Canada.
The size of the tits is not what's important here. Also, what if I want to have a character later who has bigger tits and I've already went too
you can
big?
always not possible.
You gotta ease into it.
No
anime starts off with the biggest titted lady. It's always you get a lady with like decently sized tits, and then later on in the anime, you're like, oh my god, I didn't even realize there was gonna be a chick with bigger tits later.
That's a fallacy.
That's
false
mostly
equivalency.
true. That's mostly true of like 95%.
Appeal to authority. Fallacy.
Like 99% of anime starts off with a chick with either small tits or like medium tits. And you're like,
Crappy
those
animes
are pretty good.
for
you know.
pedophiles.
And then later on, they'll always bring out some chick, and you're like, oh my god.
So there will be a chick with
Pokemon.
bigger. So there will be a chick with huge tits in Volume 2. You're saying?
I didn't say Volume 2, but later on.
Oh, you are the worst marketer of all time. You are the fucking worst marketer of all time. You're worse than Israel.
My priority is not.
So there will be a huge woman with huge tits in issue 2. No. Okay.
It takes time to get to the big tits. Okay, you gotta ease into it. But you're starting off with a pretty good size of tits.
What size?
I mean, I didn't, give it a cup size. I don't know.
How do you not know that immediately?
A lot of it depends on the artistic interpretation. I'm letting my artist.
What's in your fucking mind?
Like a D, like a regular D.
Thank Christ.
Get a nice solid D in there. Okay?
Stop while you're ahead.
Not a double.
You're poisoning it now.
All right. Nate Ring for 5 says, this Rip and Tar drama is the funniest and the most interesting thing to happen this year. Lean in and quit negging Vito. This is the time to turn it up to 10. Coach Cake for 5. I'm high on 12 Jason Bournes looking to beat the cum out of a thick, fresh oak.
Cool.
Sometimes these super chats I have.
I'm high on 12 Jason Bournes looking to beat the cum out of a thick, fresh
What the
oak.
fuck are these?
Jacking
quick
off.
sell for 2. Ripping fart bubbles off of that ISOM pack. Longbow for 5. Get a job, Krim.
Get a job.
Coach Cake for 10. Last guy who ran off on the pack got choked out by some Givenchy gloves. Last thing he ever saw was the price tag on him. Slowly faded into darkness, and I let the archangels take him.
That's right.
Thank you for the 10. Lord Pepsi for 5. A la verga todos los infidels. JJ for 5. Hamas would have bought so many rockets and paragliders with all that Vito loses money. Maybe we can send the money there instead of refunding.
Maybe we should. If you don't win, I'll send it to Hamas.
No, don't.
I'm going to send $800 to Hamas and buy them so many PVC pipes.
Israeli
I'm going to
kids.
send them all kinds of hang gliders and shit and drones. If you don't lose weight, it's going straight to Hamas. You're putting me in a self-defense Hamas situation.
I don't have a problem with that. Do whatever feels right.
Okay, Israel's going to have a big problem with you doing that. Because you couldn't stop drinking Gatorade. You're using a human shield.
0. I should go get some cranberry juice.
I am sending that money straight to Hamas.
No, because it's
if you don't lose weight.
Okay.
I'm going to take all that money out, Send it to Hamas.
I'll do some extra cardio tonight. How's that?
Ask fucking Hamas how it is.
I'll do some Krav Maga. How's that? Dickwood for 10 British dollars. Vito, we told you to use Adderall to lose weight, not Fatterall.
Amazing. Amazing.
That's a good one. Peter Hansman for 2 Canadian. Here's Lofty Pixels. Dick, are we cool?
No.
You gonna unblock Lofty?
I'm not unblocking you.
You're gonna unblock me.
No. You're both blocked now.
We did.
You're both blocked for fucking trying to trick me.
It wasn't a trick. That was
this
a
bit.
That was a good bit. It was a bit where
so
people
funny
get the
that
petition.
you guys both are blocked now.
Okay, well, then next week I'll bring in my unblock me video where beg and whine.
I don't unblock.
Well, I feel like somebody's going to break through to that cold heart of yours.
Oh.
And if you're listening to
like
the show
the
right
Pharaoh.
now, and if you're one of these people who comes to me and they go, I've been subscribed to The Biggest Problem for a year now.
Now Vito's blocked, so he can't message me about it.
Me? Well, that's true. I can't message you. I'm going to have to bring in their voicemails. Which, guys, you can send to VitoGiswaldi@gmail.com. That way I can sneak them up on Dick without him knowing. Rune Goon for 5. What would it take to get Frank Hassel as a guest? Vito squirms every time you mention him.
I mean, my house is Frank's house. Whenever he's here, he could be on.
I think Frank's turning things around.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I can't believe what he did to Josie.
What did he do to Josie?
He's ripping up all her stuffed animals, spitting on them.
Fuck Josie. She's retarded.
Wow.
What?
You gotta protect
Woman
Josie.
have stuffed animals around? What do you want to fuck a little? Okay.
You gonna invest in Fish Tank?
Fish Tank 2?
Yeah.
I can't wait to see Fish Tank 2.
How much money have they raised? Almost like $1 million.
I hope like $1 million.
Like $2 million. Pants Maestro for 20.
I bought the first season. I can't wait to get it. I don't know.
Are they still editing it?
I think so, yeah.
Shit. How long is that going to take? There's a lot of footage to go through.
Oh, yeah.
Who's doing
It's
that?
no comic. Jet Neptune is.
He's editing it himself? You need like a team.
I don't know.
Did you need like a whole Hollywood team to sift through and get clips or some shit? Pants Maestro for 20. Isom said they knew Eric was in talks for a movie. Theory, Eric calls studio. Studio does trademark search. Studio calls Isom. Isom files suit. Eric commits torturous interference against you two because he can't take responsibility.
Yes, that's what happened. Eric was on Tim Pool's show, or somebody was, and they said Sound of Freedom.
It was the Sound of Freedom guys were on there, and Tim Pool said you should make an Isom movie. And they said, well, we'll look into it.
And then they did look into it, and they looked at the trademark, and they called the ministry because they called the trademark owner.
You don't know that. You don't know.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sure, whatever. Well, and then Eric July went to the moon, and he met a guy on the moon who gave him a special jetpack. Like what? We just make shit up? I don't fucking know what's going on.
No, we don't.
Okay. Coach Cake for 5.
Vito told me before the show that he sent that email, that he's been obtuse gnome this whole time, and he had that account forever.
Sure. Fine. I don't care anymore.
And he did it on purpose.
You're right. Absolutely. Coach Cake for 5. I bawled so hard they thought I was a fucking nutsack. Jack Rockstar for 5. Vito, why the hell did you try to shut down the Isom talk before the Avery cut out?
Yeah, why?
I didn't try to shut it down, did I?
No.
I didn't know if you were saving the cutout because you were
I don't know. I just cut it out in case.
All right. Zeta Quinkcell for 2. Is that Black Hitler? I'm spooked. I keep thinking about that part.
Because he's dead. He was a ghost.
Yeah, that's very spooky. Mr. Abstruse for 5. Big shout out to my homie, Crimsil. Happy 5-year anniversary of being unemployed.
Wow.
Go on Indeed and apply to a job to celebrate.
No, fuck that. Make it 10. See how long you can go.
Princess Dolly for 5 Canadian. Why don't you two make a compromise? Put bunnies having gay sex on Isom's grave. There you go. You get a
Vito already said do the bunnies and no gay sex. Did you not say that?
Well, lesbian sex is fine.
Well, that's not okay. Lesbians.
All right. Johnny,
we're rubbing our pussies together. Wow.
Johnny Rico for 5. I bet Vito can't even identify Israel on a map, let alone Gaza and the West Bank. Vito, you gotta BF. Vito, you love comics. Read the comic Palestine. Okay.
Okay.
Justin Warmk for 5. I love it. The very first thing I heard when I turned on the show was, I think Jews are great. I do. Jeff M for 5. Somehow this is all Count Dankula's fault.
Yeah, did you see all those Palestinians going like kill the Jews and stuff. And Netanyahu was like, what the fuck? What is this? In Scotland and England. They're like,
oh, they were totally allowed to do it.
They had a whole
in
Palestinian
Scotland?
rally, and they're like, fucking can't. Like, I can't say it.
And he's like, I wasn't even allowed to do whatever. Yeah.
I was joking.
Wow.
I guess that's the problem.
Yeah, you really got to be. Well, if you're, I don't know. There's weird double standards. Fed Soul Plus with 2,000 Argentinian dollars, which I think is like $5.
Nothing.
Yeah. We don't kill kids in Argentina. We just provided asylum to some exiled German gentlemen 100 years ago. And it seems that no one will ever forget about it for some reason. By the way, take my worthless Argentinian pesos, you Italian gringo. Love the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Maxwell for $17. I was laughing at work today watching Dick's video about ISOM suing Eric. Rumble works like garbage, FYI.
Yeah.
On a different note, vote up theater kids. They remain the biggest problem in the universe. Theater kids is a very good problem.
Yeah, it is.
Anytime I mention theater kids, people go, oh, man, I hate those fucking guys.
Those fucking guys.
Everybody knows one, too.
Yeah.
Johnny Rico for 2. Vito, you dolt. 14% of India be Islamic up north. See, that's what I thought. I saw the B, and I'm like, did he get me? India be Islamic. Okay, no. Antagonist for 5. Shout out to Alex Brutus, Rory Winston. Okay, what is this? Pete Mango Peaches, Comic, Gizmo, and Rice. Of course, Vito says hi to a bunch of cats. Freak.
It's all cats.
Who's cats?
I don't know.
Sarah Gardner for 5. Australian. Vito is every American, absolutely ignorant of the rest of the world. It doesn't matter. What these people do to each other doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you vote.
Yeah, but I vote for, like, cool stuff. Like,
Trash.
Yeah, trash. I want more trash.
Biden. 8% mortgage and $6 gas. That's what you voted for.
What was Trump going to give me? Freedom.
No, $3 gas, dick brain.
$3 gas.
Fucking, what do you mean, what was he going to give you? Closed borders. There's not a bunch of fucking terrorists coming in to kill Jews.
He's going to get you $3 gas. You don't know.
He did have $3 gas.
At that point in time.
Because he did it.
Presidential gas scrapers.
They do cause it.
Vote it up. Fucking, we already did this problem. It's stupid. Right, dude, here for 5. Biggest problem in the universe are those peel-off tabs under lids.
Yeah, true. Because women leave them on because they don't know you're supposed to take them off.
Tim Pierce for 10. Yeah, because they actually, accrue bacteria, I believe.
Yeah, they're bad. You gotta take them off.
Tim Pierce for 10. Last time the Philistines and Israel had peace was David versus Goliath. Winner take all. Bebe versus Palestinian guy, steel cage death match. CG for 5 wanted to make fun of Vito for voting for dead kids in the Middle East, but TBF, he's coping with it quite well. Jack Rockstar for 5. Vito, very painful nose pimples aren't a problem. Also, Vito, my biggest problem is going to GameStop. It's worse than pimples. Beard Hair Flosser for 10. Now you don't care about children, Vito? Also, doesn't Eric's immediate comparison to Sonic prove his autism?
Yes.
Clearly, these are the frameworks and models afforded to him. It's so obnoxious watching those videos because it's obvious somebody on his staff wrote it for him. Because he can't write.
Oh, Eric?
Yeah, so he's just reading a script that, clearly he sat down with somebody else and they're like, talk about Sonic the Hedgehog, because that's, how people will understand. They had a meeting.
Yeah, because it doesn't say what it is every couple of seconds.
So he sat down with a couple guys, and they're like, "How do we break through the noise and really let people know?" And it's that's what they came up with.
Writers are not black.
Right, that's true. So they probably went, well, Eric, as your bass player, I think you should say that it's ironic that this situation with Sonic. It's very ironic that he also eats chili dogs.
Yeah,
that is the correct usage of the word ironic. I agree with you, my bass player.
It's so rare that someone uses ironic correctly.
Isn't it ironic that we are also using that? Me, the worst writer in the world, is using it correctly.
Yes, that would be ironic if you were using ironic correctly, Eric.
Warrant for 5. This is the anniversary of my best friend Eugene killing himself. He went into a dark place after he got fired from GameStop and never recovered.
He's in hell now.
If Eugene killed himself, I'd be pretty okay with it. That guy was a shitbag. Berserker for 2. You could probably easily escape if you had a jetpack. That's true. Drew.
What would you do if you were in Gaza?
Get a jetpack.
And go where?
The West Bank.
The West Bank to do what? Live there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sure there's people who have left Gaza in some respect. I don't know where they go. Okay.
Do you even No, a little bit.
They go to Iran.
Well, they went to
Iran is good friends with all those guys.
They went to a country they got kicked out of. Like 100,000 of them got kicked out of this country.
Kuwait?
Yeah, a guy, Saddam Hussein, kicked him out after they fucked up his country. Then we went ahead and killed him.
Well, we shouldn't have done that. Drunez for $19.99. Biggest problem, expensive food trucks. I went to a food truck invasion tonight. Everything was way overpriced. Yeah, I hate that shit. Oh, wait. I had settled on beef farro.
Settled on.
I mean, I just said it.
Faro.
So.
Yeah, but you didn't say the two.
I don't think I.
You just said settled on beef farro.
Oh, you're right.
You misread it, so he didn't get it.
Close. CG for 5. Vito would steal a house if offered to him because that's what everyone else is doing, but he wouldn't be a terrorist if that's what everyone else is doing. No, I mean, I would do terrorism too, but, if then somebody killed my kid.
What would you do for terrorism?
I don't know. Whatever they got. What do they got?
Well, you can't do the paraglider thing, so what else?
Why can't I do the paraglider thing? I think a paraglider could handle a man of my size.
300 pounds?
What's the
You can't even go on a fucking
Hold
helicopter,
What's
dude.
the weight? I can go on a helicopter.
They had 2 guys on there. They had a guy flying and a guy shooting. Somebody's got to be doing the raping.
Weight
Can't
limit
do both.
Paraglider. Let's see. 240 kilograms. What is that?
Like 500 pounds?
I think so. Is there a weight limit for paragliding?
So you'd have to have like a little master blaster.
They put 2 guys on those.
Well, they have
sometimes.
to have 2 guys to do the killing. They couldn't if they had another guy with you. It would have to be like a midget.
I would do both. I would have the gun and I would be paragliding. You can double task it.
I mean, I think you're kind of risking the whole operation.
I think I'd be better at it than they are.
Because of video games?
Yeah.
I believe you. Like the last Starfighter, but the last last
Palestinian, the last Hamas.
Busting out. You're the best. You're the best at pilot wings.
You're the best at pilot wings. Another never
come now. Come now. Oh shit. Now you got the rape. You got the rape. You got the rape.
Shoot that kid.
Something about the way they talk makes me think I would do it. Like the way they're all yelling and excited.
All amped up, yeah.
Because I've been yelled at by my dad, and it's different than when I'm watching the Hamas guys yell at each other. It's like fun and festive when they're doing it,
Yeah. They're fun.
My dad's like, ah! I'm like,
That's
shit.
why that Allo Akbar stuff is so scary, is because you want to join in.
Feels like it's like kind of a party. Like a turn like that, and then it could go back to being fun.
Yeah, you never know if they're just having fun or they're gonna kill a guy. It's like both. Greedo fell for 5. I don't go to GameStop because I practiced flirting with the cashier, but when it actually worked, I was still too retarded to ask for a number. Good work, Greedo.
Fail.
Cool for 2. Watch Shin Kamen Rider 2, Vito. It's great. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't made time for that. Did it get a release here? Coach Cake for 5. Biggest problem live in Phoenix when?
I don't know.
Punning Wild for 5. Get our Patreon up and we'll do more live shows.
Oh,
that's a good goal, right?
Oh, sure. 10,000.
Get us to 10, and then we'll do we'll do the whole country. Dick doesn't want to travel. Well, you travel.
It's a fucking pain in the ass, man.
Yeah, but it's money. You get money, and you're doing it for the fans.
Oh, okay.
It's for the fans.
It's like a human fucking shield that you're using here. So I don't like the fans because I don't want to just travel around.
Well, you don't like the fans as much as I like the fans.
You want a little bit of merch money. That's what you want.
That's
why you want to go around.
The merch is not about the money. The merch is about the excitement of the merch. It's fun. Everyone loves tchotchkes.
Not fun. They don't like that.
I see people that come away from the show with a little stupid of the flags Riley made. They're like, you know what? I'm going to treasure this. I'm going to hang it on my wall.
Those were great.
The Vito's merch shirts, people's eyes lit up.
Those were dumb.
Mint Salad made
I told people not to buy those again.
Punting, they're only $10. Punting Wild for 5. Snakes beat the Doyers. Swept at home 2. Okay, you're doing a thing. Ruby C for 5. Vito is a terrible PDF, not even caring about how many children are dead.
Yeah.
Me for 5. Pimples in or around the nose are the worst. Vito, please admit that has TB. You're not going to get me. TJ 367 for 10. Australian says Kyle can hook you up. I know, and I should have just went to him to get the testosterone. Suda Suko for 2. Super Killer should kill that cancer bat kid.
Kill him.
Is that
kill
kid
the
dead
cancer
yet?
bat kid.
Did that kid die?
Yeah.
That was a while ago there, right? Who's counting?
I don't know.
That was a good bit I did. Let's see. Right there. Alex for 5. FTC says they're going to get rid of drip pricing, and I'm sure that'll work. Wait, what's drip pricing?
Is that the subscription thing? I forget. We talked about that.
Is that subscription fees? Maybe. Yeah. Is that a quick sell for 2? Will Super Killer kneel on... No. No one is kneeling on any individual. Cash for 10.
Why not?
No, we're not going to...
kneel for God. I'm a good Christian man. Vito.
No one's going to kneel on you, Mr. Knox.
Do you do a lot of kneeling in your whole life?
I
kneel
don't
for
kneel.
the Lord Jesus Christ. Every Sunday, actually.
Can everyone stop encouraging this?
Lord, please, I pray to you that my progeny, my great progeny.
I still can't believe you did this.
Will not fuck. Well, if my great grand progeny makes millions of dollars, Lord, do not let them fuck up their lives by being stupid. Lord, just by not answering email, by arguing with Nick Rakito.
I can't believe you've done this.
What?
You watched Eric July's video and you said, you know what I should do?
You texted me and said, you know what you should do? You should cut out Avery Awesome's face and you should make a face out of it. And then you said, I'm so glad that Awesome the church is suing Eric July. I sent that email on purpose maliciously to ruin his business.
When I saw this before the show, I was like,
you're doing the voice right now. You even did the voice for me, so I knew how to say it. I said, well, how's the voice supposed to sound? You said, this is a voice.
This is genuinely offensive.
Why? What's offensive about this?
You're taking his old timey.
Yeah, but he called me a word that I won't even say because it's kept all people down.
I just feel like if there was
in my time, actually, just 3 years, it's kept us down. But in the future, will kept us down as a people for hundreds of years.
Whatever line of decency there ever was. I mean, I know we crossed that Rubicon a million years ago, and Eric crossed it himself as well. But at no point when I said, hey, there's this comic called Isom that kind of sucks, did I think we would arrive at the point where we have the man's great-grandfather.
Well, you did. You did it. You did this. It was all your fault.
This fucking
because you had a petty vendetta because you was jealous
I wanted to
of
come
my
down.
son's comic, Awesome, and his great
my jealousy
little grandson that you got there, and his son, and you have basically nothing in your life. Your daddy was a mafioso man who didn't even want to shoot anybody or anything like that. Just wanting. That's you. Me, successful, immortalized in the best-selling comic of all time. Your comic, dog shit.
That's
late, bullshit. My comic, 2 issues.
2 issues you got. And you got the Alpha Core on the way.
What's Alpha Core?
And you only needed, 20 employees in a warehouse and $4 million.
A hot bitch is drawn that other one, too, the spinoff. You don't have no hot bitch drawn anything for you.
How big are Yaira's tits, Mr. Knox?
Double D.
You think those are double Ds?
I don't think I know.
Okay.
Retard. What are you fucking talking about me like you know anything about it? You got to think for 10 fucking minutes about your fantasy.
Jesus Christ, Mr.
Wow,
Knox.
excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to use the Lord's name in vain.
Yes, you are actually the offensive one to me. That's right.
A good Christian man.
I am a good Christian man. What do you know about it?
I just said you are. I'm agreeing with you.
Well, okay.
And I am sure slavery.
You better watch it. You better watch it.
I never asked for this. This is not how I envisioned this.
How'd you envision it? Like a bunch of fucking NPR talking about dead kids and anti-Christian shit like it's fucking smart and video games and shit.
I thought we'd talk about the comic book like a little bit.
Oh yeah, right. You had it in you had poison in your heart from day one to bring it up. You actually tricked me into doing this. Actually, you tricked me into doing this. I'll testify to that in court. That Vito tricked me into doing this, and I'm innocent.
If we end up in court over this, honestly, I think it's going to be.
I'm throwing you under the bus right directly. I'm going to.
Mr. Knox. I think you're getting mixed up.
It's Mr. Knox to you.
That's what I just
It's Mr. Knox to you.
Mr. Knox.
All right?
I'm sorry I've offended you. I'm sorry that your great-great-grandson.
Oh, whoops. Wait a minute, sorry.
What?
Keep going with your apologies.
I was going to say, I apologize that there's become strife between me and your descendant.
There's no strife on my side. It's all on your side.
I've caused all this strife. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay.
I hope you rest easy, wherever that may be.
Heaven? Where the fuck do you think? what kind of question is that?
I didn't mean like which afterlife. I meant, like.
Well, it's heaven.
Okay.
What do you have? Some kind of liberal pedophile version of heaven?
Jesus Christ. Hey, who's up there, by the way? Is it the Jews or the Muslims?
Well, I got to go.
All right. I just wanted to know which side was the right side. Thought he would know. I guess not. Cash for 10. Vito, my girlfriend wants to do the name when the wars happened game. She doesn't think you know history. Prove her wrong real quick.
Okay, buddy.
Want me to do it? All right. If you do like Napoleonic Wars, I'm going to get it wrong.
Uh-oh.
Maybe.
Uh-oh. You're doing a disclaimer already. When did the following 5 wars happen? The Revolutionary War.
Okay. Oh, I have to name dates?
Year.
Okay. Revolutionary War.
American Revolution. Oh, wait. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
1776.
Civil War.
Like 1890.
World War I.
1910.
World War II.
1938.
Vietnam.
1965.
All right. First one, dead on. 1890. You're about 30 years late. 30 years late on that one. 1865, I'll take. 1865. 1910, close. 1914, pretty good. I'll give it to you. 1938, I believe that's dead on.
All right.
Correct. 1965, I actually don't know. I would take 70. When technically did Vietnam take place? When did Vietnam take place? What years? 55 to 1975. Right in the middle, Vito. You nailed it. 1955, I don't buy.
Yeah, that's a little too early. That's
have
like
you ever heard
French.
a girl do this game?
No. Well, I think once you did it on. Was it on your show
They'll
or something?
start in the 1900s.
Yeah.
They'll go Civil War, 1950.
I'm pretty pleased with my performance there on the Civil War.
This is a normal man's performance. That's the joke.
Yeah.
Women are off by thousands of years.
I'm pretty okay with how I did there. I'm glad I got Vietnam.
Tell your girlfriend to suck your cock, Cash.
There you go. I'm not a complete idiot. Berserker for 2. Not him. He didn't say that it was how he talked. Killer Vlado for 2. For the call to prayers, may Allah protect our men.
$2.
Me for whatever, says Vito missed it to be fair.
I did? Where?
Well, I just said it again, so you can give it to me there.
I suck cocks.
There you go. Koof did it. Apparently, Koof got one.
Okay, well, I trust you. I trust you.
Zetaquincel for 2. I guess somebody did do it finally. Somebody got me today. When's the Texas live show? Stop this. Christopher Marsh for 10. When is the last good live show? We're never doing a live show ever again. How's that?
Now, see, you're upset like me.
All right. Christopher Marsh for 10. Not to sound like a man lover, but I just realized I've been a fan of Dick since I was in middle school, and that's just insane. On that note, when did Dick get so goddamn old looking? That's horrible.
As soon as you realized you were gay. That's when it started.
Don't worry, I'm falling apart as well. Fuzznut 25 for 5. Try number 5. I got flagged on X for replying to Richard, who says he isn't white, but not disagreeing about the overweight parts, telling him to stop eating. Lol. Zetaquincel for 2 says, get that cross-eyed man a forklift. Heather,
welcome to the Ripaverse. You have eyes that are pointing in different directions. We've got 2 forklifts that got your name on it, buddy. You're going to need one for each eye.
Well, I think I'm ready to take... Why am I doing the old-timey voice now? Heather Salvatore for 20 says, I love you guys. Thank Andy. P.S. Vito, which part of Masshole are you? I'm from Hadley, Amherst, Northampton. Love my Vito. I worked at the Hampshire... Wait, the Hampshire Mall? Yeah, I worked at the Yeah, I worked at the Hampshire Mall.
Oh, Heather. What a nice little puppy.
Go visit my good friend Seth.
That puppy needs a dad.
At X9 Games in the Hampshire Mall in Hadley, Massachusetts, where he may still be able to purchase a copy of Enemy Weapon because he probably still has them in stock from the last time I sent him some. Jose M for 5. Eric is so autistic. Why did he keep switching back and forth between black and white and color? Because his editor keeps playing around. Also, has he turned ComicsGate against him? Well, here's the thing about Eric July is that he refuses to call himself ComicsGate, but he wants all the ComicsGate people's money.
Oh, here's me. ComicsGate for life. This is me. Look, this is my gang sign.
We like Ethan. Ethan's a good guy.
I am. He's ComicsGate, right?
Yeah, he's like
that's right. I'm
like the king
ride
of
or die ComicsGate. I'll kill for ComicsGate.
You want to know something about Ethan Van Sciver?
What?
He owns the trademark for ComicsGate. So he knows all about that nonsense. David Gomez for 2. Biggest problem in the universe is bad labeling on water dispensers. Zeta Quinkcell for 10. I'm peeking off this Danny Phantom slime. What is everyone quoting? What is this? What are you guys quoting from?
What?
I'm peeking off this Danny Phantom slime. Can you remind me who I am? Get the president on the phone right now. I fronted him a brick. Is this like you're trying to get
Sam Hyde?
I don't know. I think they're trying to get me to say crazy words so they can feed it into an AI model.
I'm peeking off this Danny Phantom slime. Can you remind me who I am? Get the president on the phone now. I fronted him a brick. I need my money. Hello, Black China?
I think they're feeding it into an AI model, and they need me to say certain syllables so it can train the model to perfectly replicate my voice.
Like that.
Jose M for 2. Should Eric rebrand to ISOM, EYE, or Ice Som? Ice Som would be cool. Give him ice powers.
Oh.
He should go to like Iceland, like a land of ice,
and get raped by a Yeti.
Okay, well now you went too far.
What?
What superhero?
Fuck a Yeti?
What superhero ever got their powers from being raped?
Medusa.
She's not a superhero.
Well, to you, she's not.
She had her powers from being raped?
Yeah, she got raped so much that she made snakes for hair and turned men to stone.
Wow.
Yeah, it sucks for her.
Women, huh?
And then Perseus is a hero for killing her. It's like, well, I mean, I think you kind of caused that, buddy.
She's trying to stop all the rape. You want to refresh it one more time? This show's
You didn't think
on.
I had a real answer for the rape question, did you?
Well, you went.
I formulated that.
It's not a superhero.
When I saw that twinkle in your eye, I was like, oh, I fucking already know the answer to this one.
That's a fucking. You dodged the question.
You white men are just hate having a woman hero.
I guess so. Heather Salvatore for 10 says, thank you, Vito. You're welcome. And enjoy that UMass campus. Get yourself a slice of Antonio's Pizza in downtown Amherst. Pineapple Man for 2. We smoking filtered crack.
Filtered crack. There you go. Thanks, everybody.
Show me the list of our top supporters, Dick. Don't forget, guys, you got to vote on all the problems at biggestproblem.show.
Is that it?
Yes, that is it. And you can support the show at patreon.com/biggestproblem and back.by/biggestproblem. And buy my comic book.
Man, I have all these null quotes clips too.
Send for your show.
Why? You're not around on that one.
Is this the Eric July show or the Null show?
But the reason Null is attacking me is because of you.
No, stop. Just Null is just attacking everybody.
No.
Null has nothing going on in his life other than his forum, right?
Yes, according to you.
So he seeks out, and he has no father to relate his troubles to.
Uh-oh.
And he has no girlfriend to, stroke his hair as he cries into a pillow.
That is the one thing. That is the only thing I'm envious of Null about.
That he does not have a woman in his life.
And there's no chance he'll ever get one. If I could, if I had one wish, it would be, please just make me never have to ever deal with women again.
My one wish
made.
is that Null finds another human being who doesn't live on the internet. And he just, hangs out with them and plays Mario Kart and goes, oh, so this is what life is.
It's a nightmare.
And it's just it's a nightmare. And I never want to do it again. You gonna play a Null quote?
You don't want to play a Null clip?
Go nuts.
Look.
They're so stupid.
However, it was denied that what he was doing was illegal at all.
Yeah.
The attorney general, or the district attorney rather, of wherever the fuck Ripa is, Eric July is in Texas, apparently felt differently because, as it turns out, Riley, the producer of the Dick Show,
how is his voice
is
never
now
dropped?
a wanted man in the state of Texas.
Wow.
Because he is charged with felony stalking.
Wow.
It is a 3rd-degree felony, which is one of the higher felonies. It carries.
It's one of the.
It's one of the higher felonies, Dick.
You know, murder, rape.
The attorney general's going to nail this guy to the wall,
or the district attorney. I don't know which one it is.
Possible jail sentence of 2 to 10 years.
Yeah, Riley's getting 10 years. No, he's getting 10 years.
Come on, why would you not want to?
He's either getting 10 years or he's going to be publicly executed for taping dollar bills. You're right. You're so right.
Thank God all this Israel stuff happened. It distracted the authorities from their manhunt.
I think they were going to lynch him. I think there was going to be a public hanging in the square. 3rd-degree felony. That's one of the higher felonies. So they were going to kill Riley, Null, and thank you for pointing that out. That's why these clips are away. I don't know how you can listen to this guy. He doesn't live in reality. I'm listening to a crazy person.
What do you mean? He's saying that he's got a warrant out for his arrest.
He's got a warrant out for his arrest.
And he's charged with a felony.
2 to 10 years he's going to get. Riley is going to get 10 years in jail because he put pictures of bunnies on dollar bills and taped them to a door.
That's an expert legal analysis or what?
Can you just like think it through like rationally and be like, okay,
it sounded rational.
You're in front of a Texas judge and the judge goes, "What did you do?" And you go, "Oh, I like put money on his door." And he's going to go, "Okay, well, just don't do that again." He's not going to go
or do that again.
10 years in jail.
Definitely do it again.
Do it again. Yeah.
Just to me.
We got some people who their hatred for us has led them into the land of the blind.
For you, and now you're acting like, oh, it's Null and me's problem, but it's because of you.
Well, according to them, you're just trying to figure out how to reboot the show without me. So, just do that, I guess.
You could reboot
then you don't got to worry about any of this.
You can reboot it with me.
Yeah, just do the show. You and him do the show. Here, put it over me, and then we'll see what that show would look like.
I don't want to do that.
All right, fine.
All right, bye, everyone.
Biggest problem, guys, everybody subscribe. Hit like on this video.
Get your friends to support us, to listen and just give us money on Patreon.
Or just
steal their credit cards.
Yeah.